What's up, sleuths? Please be sure to visit the community daily. YouTube is now asking, what's on your mind? The community is now a place that we can have ongoing conversations and is similar to Facebook. You, as a subscriber, can tap into any conversation on the community. Here you will find a variety of things, even things that's not related to crime. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. What's up, sleuths? Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth. For special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to MTGB Crime Podcast. How's everybody doing today? Shout out to my BFF in the building. Please smack that thumbs up as you come into the building. We're going to be talking about Ashley Elkins' trial right now.
Thank you for tuning in to MTGV, True Crime TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Team Vibe, Miss V. And make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you leave a comment, too. Yeah. We're going to see you on the flip side, man. Until then.
Okay, shout out to everybody in the building. Thank y'all for being here. We're going to be talking about the trial is going on right now with Ashley Elkins. This is a case that I followed in the beginning. Shout out to BFF. How you doing out there? What he said, okay? What he said. Hold on, did I not change my... Oh, okay, I got it. But, yeah, what he said. So, Ashley Elkins is a case that I followed when it first happened. And this trial is actually happening really quick compared to other trials. They usually take a couple years. You know what I'm saying? But this is pretty quick. And, so we're going to start with her mom's testimony. I'm good. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I'm not going to even waste no time because it's been going on, but I want to go to the mom's testimony first, and then we'll work our way into it. Let me know if y'all been following the case or not. Yes, please comment, like, subscribe, and thank you. Yes. In that order. Okay, here we go.
Good afternoon. Say your name, please.
Monica Elkins.
Spell your first and last name, please.
MONIKAELKIS.
Okay. Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. You may have a seat. Mr. Franco?
Yes, Judge, do you want me to stand, or I know we have...
It's up to you. You consider saying...
I don't want to be disrespectful to the court, but I know that these...
Whatever you're most comfortable with.
Thank you, Judge. Good afternoon, Ms. Elkins. Thank you for being here today. Judge, is the defendant going to remain standing?
Mr. Booker, I was told earlier that you did not want to sit. You can sit if you wish, but if you don't want, you can stand. No response, so with that, question the witness.
Now, I think, okay, with Jarvis Butts, he can't seem to take this mask off. And this dude, he just standing. To me, they should have made him sit down. Him standing over everybody, making people feel uncomfortable. Yeah, he should have sat down. At some point, of course, he is going to sit down. But he should have been made to sit down. Like, who are you, sir?
Judge, I just want to place on the record an objection to the defendant posturing in this manner in an attempt, my opinion, to intimidate witnesses that are going to be testifying against him today. That's the court runs its courtroom the way it sees fit, and I recognize that, but I didn't want to just place it on the record. Thank you.
Okay.
Ms. Elkins, who is Ashley Elkins?
She's my daughter.
How old was Ashley in January of this year?
30 years old.
When was the last time you spoke with Ashley?
January 1st.
What were the circumstances behind you speaking with her that day?
She cooked traditional, the greens, black eyed peas, pork that we usually do every year. And she was letting me know the food was ready.
So you celebrated New Year's with her?
I actually go, I was at home, but she called me on the phone and then she had my other daughter bring me dinner.
I see. How often would you speak with Ashley?
Every day.
How far away from Ashley did you live?
2 blocks, 3 blocks, maybe.
How would you classify your relationship with her?
Very close. Love it.
During your during the months leading up to New Year's, so let's just say in 2024, were you aware of anyone that she was dating?
Could you repeat that again?
Yeah, I'm sorry. In 2024, were you aware of any individuals that Ashley was dating?
Yes.
Who was she dating at that point?
Deandre Booker.
Did you ever meet Mr. Booker?
Yes.
Okay. Would you recognize him again if you saw him?
Yes.
Do you see him in court here today?
Yes.
Could you please point to him and indicate to the court what he's wearing?
Right there in all black.
When you say all black, what type of clothing?
Prison clothes.
Your Honor, please let the record reflect identification of the defendant.
There we go.
I only ask because we have a lot of different officers who are also wearing black, so I want to make sure the record is clear. Okay, ma'am? Thank you. In December or on January 1st, when you had your last contact with Ashley, what was the status of her relationship with Mr. Booker at that point? If you know?
They weren't together anymore.
How long had they been broken up?
As far as I know, they kind of broke up like in September.
So 3 or 4 months earlier?
Yes.
Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Had Ashley moved on and started dating someone else?
Not that I know of.
Now, when you spoke with Ashley on January 1st, did you see her in person or not?
No.
I'd like to direct your attention now to January 2nd. Did you have any contact with her either by phone or text or anything like that on January 2nd?
No, not that I can remember. Just texting her.
I'm sorry?
Me texting her and reaching out to her to tell her about the dream I had. That was it.
When did you start reaching out to her on January 2nd?
9:06, because I got her house at 8:40 and she was gone. And then 9:06 when I actually reached out.
Wow. Now, I just want to say, just to give a little rundown of who Ashley Elkins is. And you just heard her say 8:40 and 9:06. So Ashley Elkins, she was 30 years old and last seen leaving her home in Warren, Michigan at around 8:30 on January 2nd, 2025. This trial is coming real quick because, I mean, all of this just happened this year. And you just heard her mom say that her birthday is also in January. But she left home at 8:30 and her mother was reaching out at 8:40 to tell her about this dream. She was headed to danger, basically. Get back a little bit. So let me finish reading this. Ashley Elkins, 30, was last seen leaving her Warren home at around 8:30 a.m. on January 2nd, 2025. Her boyfriend, they were broke up though, Deandre Booker, 32, of Roseville, was arrested on Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, and arraigned on Thursday for allegedly lying to police during the investigation into the Elkins disappearance. So the next guy that's going to testify, you're going to hear him. And Deandre basically told on himself because the guy that ended up finding everything, he was called to the scene because of Deandre. So let's go.
See her in person or not?
No.
I'd like to direct your attention now to January 2nd. Did you have any contact with her either by phone or text or anything like that on January 2nd?
No, not that I can remember. Just texting her.
I'm sorry?
Me texting her and reaching out to her. Tell her about the dream I had. That was it.
When did you start reaching out to her on January 2nd?
9:06, because I got her house at 8:40 and she was gone. And then 9:06 when I actually reached out.
How many times would you say you texted her that day?
Oh my God, I can't count, it was a lot.
Have there been instances when you would text Ashley and she would not get back to you?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like for a long time. So maybe her phone was dead or she was doing somebody's hair or something. She didn't call me right then.
But she would ultimately get back to you?
Oh, definitely.
At some point.
So I just want to say real quick that Ashley had just left home at 8:30. So she was still okay around this time is what it looks like to me. But maybe because she had plans or something, she didn't answer her mom's call because it looked like she was shopping around and stuff. So all of this stuff is I'm just learning this stuff. I watched some of this yesterday.
You become worried?
Yes.
Why?
Because she wasn't answering her phone. She wasn't texting back. It's not like her. It had been too long. Yeah. It's not like her. She just wouldn't do that. She never wanted me to worry.
Let me do this, ma'am. I'm going to show you. Can you see the screen from where you're sitting?
Yes.
All right, good. I'm going to show you what's been entered. People would move for. Let me do it this way. I'm going to show you what's been marked for identification purposes as people's proposed exhibit number 1. Can you see that from where you're at? Oh, I don't know why it's not. Hold on, I may have to share that instead. Give me 1 second, Jeff. Okay. There we go. All right. Can you see the vehicle in the top left corner of people's exhibit number 1?
Yes, I can.
What vehicle is that?
That's my daughter's vehicle.
Which daughter?
Ashley Elkins.
Play exhibit 1. Timestamp 8:01 and 25 seconds. The individual is getting out of that car. Do you recognize that individual?
Oh, 8:01.
Yes, my daughter Ashley Elkins.
Thank you. He would move for admission of People's 1, Judge?
Any objection?
No objection for purposes of examination only.
It will be admitted.
Judge, at this point, I think Mr. Lang and I have gone through all 63 exhibits I intend to show today. So I would move for all the admission, or would you prefer I do it this way? Robbie?
I don't know if it was 63, but.
Okay, I'll do it this way.
So I couldn't help but notice that he said the timestamp was 8:01, and I'm assuming that that's from 9:02. But her mom said 8:30. She thought she had left, and she got there at 8:40.
Dave, no problem.
I'll do it this way. I just don't. I got it. I want to show you exhibit 2 now, ma'am.
Before we continue, you indicated it was 8:01:25. I assume that was AM.
On the timestamp. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
And what date?
Oh, January 2nd on the timestamp.
Thank you.
Okay, let me take it back because I didn't say 801 or 820.
I want to show you Exhibit 2 now, ma'am.
Before we continue, you indicated it was 8:01:25. I assume that was AM.
On the timestamp. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yes.
And what date?
Oh, January 2nd on the timestamp.
Thank you.
We'll get into more of that detail with a witness later, Judge. I apologize.
That's okay.
Let's look at Exhibit 2 now, ma'am. Do you recognize the woman walking in the 7-Eleven there?
Yes, it's my daughter, Ashley Elkins.
People move for admission of Peoples 2.
No objection, Your Honor, for purposes of examination only.
Thank you. And I'll show you now Peoples 3.
Welcome in, James Money. How you doing?
You see that from there we go. Can you see that car driving around there?
Yes,
Whose car is that, ma'am?
it's my daughter, Ashley Elkins' car.
I'm going to jump forward just a few.
Now, where
seconds in this.
where is she?
Save us some time. At 07:59:42, we see an individual getting out of that car. Who is that?
That's my daughter, Ashley Elkins.
People move for admission of 3.
No objection, Your Honor.
Again, is this on January 2nd of this year?
I'm sorry, yeah, it does say that in it. Yes.
Look at this
I
dude.
see that.
My apologies.
That's okay. And is that true of Exhibit 2 also?
There's no timestamp on that particular one, so I'll wait for the testimony to come in on that.
Thank you.
If you don't mind.
Why ain't no timestamp?
Ms. Elkins, did Ashley have any children?
Yes, 2 sons, 11 and 7. He was 10 at the time, though. She went missing.
Did she have custody of those children?
Yes,
Did they live with her?
yes.
Have you had any contact with Ashley since January 1st of 2025?
No,
Have you heard anything from her?
no,
Have her children, have she reached out to her children?
no,
Has she reached out to anyone in your family?
no,
Have you seen or heard anyone having seen her or
No.
talked to her?
no.
Do you remember the last text that you received from Ashley's phone?
Was all man. That's the last
When
thing.
was that?
9:06, around that time, AM.
Did you, was that in response to something that you had sent her?
Yes,
Did she discuss going to a beauty store at any point in a text message with you?
no,
Did you ever check her location through her phone?
yes.
When did you do that?
I'm thinking around 1 or 2. I'm not sure.
And how did you do that?
Her and her sister, Alexis, they share locations.
Through an app on their phones?
Yes.
And so you're able to see from one phone the location of the other phone?
Yes.
Were you there when Alexis did that? Or did
No.
she do that at your behest?
I was at home.
You were at home.
Mhm. I asked her to do it.
You asked her to do it, but you didn't actually do it.
No.
Okay. Thank you, Judge. No further questions from this witness at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Lang.
Okay. You said you didn't talk to Ashley on January 1st, correct?
I did talk to her January 1st.
You said you had no contact with her on January 1st.
I said I talked to her January 1st.
I'm sorry?
I talked to her January 1st.
So you spoke to her on the phone
Yes.
on January 1st. You know
Yes.
if that was in the morning, afternoon, or evening?
I want to say like afternoon, maybe morning. I'm not sure.
Welcome in, Sherry.
Ashley had her own home separate from living with you, correct?
Yes.
You said you lived a couple blocks away.
Yes.
And when was the last time you physically saw Ashley?
Actually, FaceTime when her and my daughter were at the casino, and they FaceTime and wished me a happy New Year's. So that was actually at 1 a.m. exactly. As soon as it went on to the next year, she called and they wished me a happy New Year.
So that would have been December 31st.
It actually been January the 1st. It was the next day. It was at, when it switch over, you say Happy New Year. So what, 12? So what is that?
So it was
12?
after midnight.
Yes.
January 1st.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that was by text message.
No, it was on FaceTime.
And did you know where she was at that time that she FaceTimed you?
Yes.
Where was that?
She was at the casino.
At where?
Casino. I don't know which one, but she was at the casino with her sister.
And would this have been in Detroit?
Yes, downtown.
So as far as you knew, at least as of the app just after midnight on January 1st, she was located at a casino in Detroit, correct?
Yes.
Now you said that she would usually text you back if you texted her, correct?
Correct.
And would she text you back within minutes, hours, or days?
It's depending if she was busy.
Well, she worked, correct?
Right.
And she worked doing hair,
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
And did she do this out of her home?
Yes.
How did she end up at his house?
Was busy, whether it was work or doing social activities, she might not get back to you until the next day. Would that
Oh,
be
no,
accurate?
no, she'll call me that day or text me.
So it would be within hours that she would always text you back.
No, not true. Sometimes she'll text me right back, sometimes 15 minutes, sometimes a half an hour. It
That's
depends
what
on
I'm
what she's,
getting at is-
so it depends on what she's doing.
Okay.
But never not text me a whole day without talking to me.
So she would text you back regardless of whether she was working, busy, in a social engagement, she'd text you back within hours, not days, correct?
Correct.
And you said that you didn't know in the last couple months of 2024, whether or not she was dating anybody, correct?
Exactly, I did not.
And you didn't know whether or not she was dating anybody on December 31st of 2024, correct?
Correct.
Didn't know if she was dating somebody on January 1st of 2025, correct?
Correct.
So I take it that you had no knowledge of her being involved with a person by the name of Marcel Sanchez during the last week of December of 2024.
I don't know Marcel, so no.
I'm sorry?
I don't know Marcel, no.
Welcome in, sweetie. Welcome in, everybody. So this trial is going on today, but this is not live right now. They actually on a break. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and set all notifications. I hope y'all having a great day today. So I'm just sitting up here trying to figure out, I'm like, what made her, how does she end up at his house? How does she end up linking with him? Because remembering that he literally had set up a fake appointment or tried to set up an appointment. He was stalking her lightweight. I mean, trying to get close to her. So weird. How does she end up there?
Did your daughter drink alcohol?
Yes.
Did she smoke marijuana?
Judge, I'll object to relevance of any of that at this point.
She answers so quick.
Yeah, I think it's relevant in terms of her overall.
It may be all over the attention.
Do you happen, part of this video that was already marked as exhibit 1 and 2 was actually going into a 7-Eleven store on the morning of January 2nd, correct?
I'm not sure, is that what day it was? I don't know. Did you say January
You've
2nd?
seen that video before,
I-
correct?
I'm just saying it. So it's January 2nd?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what she purchased at the 7-Eleven?
No, on the video, it looked like she had coffee in her hand.
Do you know whether or not she purchased a blunt wrap at 7-Eleven?
No.
Did Ashley ever, if she was out, say, at night, whether it was with, a boyfriend or her girlfriends or sisters, who would watch her kids?
Again, I'll object to that as to relevance.
Well, I think it's relevant, Your Honor, as to, time frames and whether or not she, has a history of not coming home or leaving.
Overruled objection, go ahead.
I answer that?
Yes.
Okay. First of all, she co-parents with the kid's father. So on the weekends, they go with their father. If she wants to do anything during the week, which is rare because she's working, but if she does, then either I or one of her sisters keep the kids.
So on weekends, the father would have the children.
Correct.
And his name is LaJohn.
LaJohn.
And
They really
Do you
are,
know
Sherry.
LaSawn Ross?
No.
You don't. She's not a friend of your family?
What's the name?
LaShawn?
Oh, I think you said LaShawn. LaShawn, yes. That's her best friend.
And is she related to you or your family at all?
No.
She's a friend of Ashley and your other daughter?
Well, her and Ashley are best friends, but they all grew up together.
So I'm correct here in saying that the last time you had any communication with Ashley was in the morning of January 1st, when she sent you some kind of a picture or video of something she cooked.
Yeah. I don't know if she sent me a video or a picture. I can't remember that, but I remember talking to her about her actually sending me some food to eat that day.
Okay.
I
That was
can't
the last
remember.
communication you had with her, correct?
Yes.
And that was sometime in the morning of January 1st?
I'm not sure. It could have been afternoon. Even I don't know. I don't know because she was cooking. She was cooking in the morning, so it couldn't have been in the morning. But she was cooking that morning.
Now, I take it that at some point in time on January 2nd, you were concerned about her whereabouts because she hadn't texted you back, correct?
Yes.
And when did this concern start?
It
Was
really,
it in the afternoon, the evening?
it really concerned me when I texted what I texted her and she said, "Oh man," to me. And then when I called her, she wouldn't answer the phone. So that's when I started getting worried from the beginning. That was 9:06.
That was, again, in the afternoon?
That was in the morning, 9:06 a.m.
So you were concerned about her at 9 o'clock in the morning as to where she might be?
Of why she didn't answer her phone or text back. After saying, "Oh man," and I called her, she didn't answer the phone. And it kind of made me had like a leery kind of feeling. I didn't feel right about it.
Was this on January 2nd?
Yes, that morning at 9:06 a.m.
On January 2nd, at some point in time, did you go over to the apartment complex where Mr. Booker lived?
Yes.
And what time did you go over to that apartment complex?
I'm not sure what time.
It was still daylight when you went there, correct?
I went a couple times. So I think the first time I went, it was daylight. When I went to run the bill, it was daylight the first time.
Okay. And you went over there a couple times to see if she was over at his apartment?
Yeah, later on that night, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, I went a few times, yes.
And would I be correct in stating that you probably rang the bell or knocked on the door of the outside of Mr. Booker's apartment, correct?
Rang the bell, yes.
Okay. My understanding is that the building that Mr. Booker had an apartment in, there was a outside door, correct?
Yes,
And there were 2, 3, 4 apartments inside there with their own private doors, correct?
yes,
So you had to ring a bell outside to get let into the lobby.
correct, yes.
And so however many times you went there on January 2nd and rang that bell, you got no response, correct?
Correct.
And after not getting a response from her by phone or your various times that you went over to Mr. Booker's apartment, did you then call the police?
Yes,
And would I be correct in stating that you contacted the police about 8 o'clock that night on January 2nd.
Around that time, I think. Not sure.
And I take it somebody, a police officer, didn't come to your door, but he came to Ashley's home, correct?
Correct.
And you were present at Ashley's home when the police officer talked to you about her being missing, correct?
Yes.
Did you tell that officer that you knew why Ashley may have went over to Mr. Booker's apartment that day?
No.
You don't recall telling him what you thought?
About going over there? No.
Do you recall the police officer asking you that day, why would she go over there today? Do you recall him asking you that question?
No.
Do you recall you telling the police officer that night at approximately 9:17:42 that I feel like because she has some financial problems and he's like a person to help out?
I don't know. I
You
don't
don't recall
remember.
making that?
There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know. I can't remember.
I wonder, did she go on her own or did he force her? She said she was having some money issues.
Maybe we approach for a second.
Yes.
What are you saying? This idiot. He had that stupid look on his face the whole time. Somebody need to smack that smirk off his dang on face.
Are you gonna mark it?
Legs getting tired.
I'm not necessarily.
Okay, I just wanted.
Beady eyes. You look weird. Sure, but have several seats, sir.
But then when she saw it was him at the door, things I don't know. We had to go through that extent to make sure she would be home to book an appointment.
Because what happened was
She got contact.
so she stopped contact, and so he went on her page and got her other. Where?
1742.
I'm telling you, it's not
Why
like
would
her.
she go over there today? What's the
I don't know. I feel like because she having some financial problems, and he's usually a person like help out, and I'm telling.
Does that refresh your recollection of your conversation with the officer?
Yes, it does.
So you did say it.
Yes, I did.
Why did he do it? I wonder if he knew about the other guy too. Not to give him an excuse, because there is none, but they mentioned this Marcel Sanchez guy that he said she was spending every single day with. So I wonder, how much did Deandre know?
You also said you could recognize Ashley's vehicle from just those videos, correct?
Right.
And she had just kind of purchased that vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Like recently, before January 2nd?
Yes.
All right. And would I be correct in stating that she didn't have a plate on the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
And at that time, she didn't have a license to drive the vehicle, correct?
Correct.
Now, when all your attempts to contact her on January 2nd, you obviously made this police report to the Warren Police Department, correct?
Yes.
That night. Did you then go over to Mr. Booker's apartment again on January 3rd?
Yes.
And did you go over there in the morning and in the afternoon?
Yes.
And did you, at some point in time, actually go into Mr. Booker's apartment?
Yes.
And is that because somebody broke out the window, opened the outside door, and pushed in his door, correct?
No.
Nobody did that.
No.
So the outside door and his door to his apartment were simply open.
I didn't do that. So the guy downstairs, one of the neighbors, let me in. He got downstairs, he opened the door for me. I went upstairs and knocked on the door, his door open.
Knocked on what door?
On Deandre's door, and his door open.
And so you went inside on Mr. Booker's apartment, correct, on January 3rd?
Yes.
That was in the afternoon, about 3:20, 3:30.
I don't know exactly what time it was, but yes, I went in there.
In order to save time and not have to pull up another video, if I let you know that there's this same parking lot video that shows you pulling up into that parking lot at Mr. Booker's residence at 3:22 in the afternoon, would that be accurate?
If it's on video, I don't know what time it was. There's a lot going on that day. So I don't know if you know what time. So I'm not sure. But if you have it, then yes.
You had some other person in the apartment open up the door,
No.
the outside door.
The guy downstairs opened up the door.
All right, and then would I be correct in stating that you and some other people went into Mr. Booker's apartment?
Correct.
January 5th,
Correct.
That afternoon, correct?
Yes.
And it was you, and it was LaShawn Ross, correct?
And LaShawn, yeah, I think LaShawn was with me. At the time, it was a few of us that went in. It was my daughter, Anaya.
And Alexis, or Anaya,
Anaya.
and the father of Ashley's children.
No, he wasn't with me when I went the first time.
When I say she was standing on business looking for her daughter because the police wasn't moving fast enough. And I didn't know at the time that they had went in there, but he had already cleaned up everything and all that. That's
Not with
crazy.
me.
He came back later.
As far as I know, but he was not with me.
How many times did people in your family go into Mr. Booker's apartment on January 3rd?
I have no idea. I know I went in there once.
Okay. And did you take a phone from Mr. Booker's apartment?
No,
Did LaShawn Ross take a phone from Mr. Booker's apartment, to your knowledge?
I guess.
And did you give that phone over to the Warren Police Department?
Yes,
And did you tell the Warren Police Department that you had found that phone on the ground outside of Mr. Booker's apartment?
I don't know. I was not there. I'm not the one who turned it in. I
Who
was
took
not
the
there.
phone to the Warren Police Department?
LaShawn and my daughter.
And I would be correct in stating that you did not have Mr. Booker's permission to go into his apartment, correct?
Correct.
The outcome of everything, it really don't matter, do it, sir?
And during the last week of December, did you know that Ashley was spending every single day with a person by the name of Marcel Sanchez?
No, I don't know who that person is.
You never met this person.
I met him after she came up missing, but I didn't know anything about him before.
People don't tell their mama everything.
And do you know whether or not Mr. Sanchez was sharing phone locations with Ashley at the time?
No, I don't know anything about that.
Was he?
I have no further questions.
Thank you. Anything further?
Yes, just very briefly. Ms. Elkins, why did the text from Ashley saying, "oh man," at 9:06, why was that concerning to you?
Because I had a dream, and I was telling her I had a dream that her car was missing, and somebody took her car. And so it was just kind of weird that she said, "oh man," and then when I tried to call her, she wouldn't answer. Usually she would have called me back and asked me questions about the dream, and she didn't.
Why did you end up going to the defendant's apartment? Like, how did you choose that place to go?
Because his location was in my daughter Alexis' phone.
As the location for,
Ashley, where she was on her phone at the time.
I want to show you Exhibit 63, ma'am. Do you recognize that person there?
No,
Have you ever seen that person before?
no,
Is that Ashley?
no,
Is that your daughter?
no.
People would move for admission of people 63, and if I haven't yet, Exhibit 3, I don't remember if I did or not.
Exhibit 3's already been entered, and we'll put this in examination. I have no objection to exhibit number 63.
It will be admitted.
When you went to the defendant's apartment, did you disrupt anything in the apartment?
No, we didn't touch anything.
Did you do anything in the apartment other than look?
Walk through.
Did anyone tell you to go there?
No,
Did you act on any instructions from police or anything like that?
no, I was looking for my daughter. I wasn't getting any help, so I looked for her myself.
No further questions from this witness, Your Honor. Thank you.
There you go.
Simply redirect terms of disrupting anything, did you look around every room in the apartment?
I looked in the bedroom. I walked in the hallway and glanced into the bathroom, and then we walked back up.
I take it that part of the reason you were there was to see if Ashley was there.
Correct.
Did you see Ashley in the apartment on the afternoon of January 3rd?
No,
Did you see anybody in the apartment on the afternoon of January 3rd?
no,
Did you let the police in Warren know that you went into the apartment on January 3rd and that nobody was there?
no,
On January 3rd, have you also pulled up, like put up posters or something about your daughter being missing?
yes,
Set up some kind of a hotline or something?
yes,
Did you, in fact, yourself get a tip that Ashley was located at an address in Detroit on January 4th?
I'll object to that, Your Honor. Calls for hearsay.
Mr. Ryan,
Well, I don't think it's.
is it offered
The
prove the
truth
truth of the matter, sir?
of that, just that she had some type of communication with somebody about the whereabouts of her daughter.
say it again.
On January 4th, did you get some type of tip or information from a text that said that Ashley was being held at a location on Eileen Street in Detroit?
Yes,
And did you contact the police department to let them know that?
yes,
And you contacted the Warren Police Department?
Detroit,
Did you actually go to that location?
yes,
And did any police officers actually go into that location to look for Ashley?
yes, they were on the block and around the house.
I'm sorry,
They're on the block and around the house.
did they actually go into that house?
No,
I don't know if there's questions.
Nothing further to this one, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Elkins.
Interesting. I wonder whose house was that on the 4th that they went to. I hadn't heard about that. So I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure at what point she got with him. That's the mystery part, I guess. But I'm assuming that she must have been already gone by 9:06, but I'm not sure because we got her in the store. She was in the store at 8:01. Sherry said this is so heartbreaking. She had 2 babies without a mother now. Exactly. And her and the father was co-parenting and stuff. Yeah, this is so sad. But her mother was on it. She was on it. So I guess we'll figure out what's what. Yeah, I don't feel like he should have been able to stand up like this. Okay, Jarvis, we got Jarvis hiding, cowering behind the attorneys, and we got him all big right here.
Michael Carranza,
We need you right down the middle.
Aranta.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I did.
Are you
It
gonna
will
question?
be me.
Okay,
Yes, it will be
Ms.
me.
Seward, thank you.
Thank
Go ahead.
you. And again, just like Mr. DeFranco, I am gonna stay seated. If that's okay with the court. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
If you state your name for the record, please,
Michael Carranza.
and how are you employed?
I'm a police officer in the city of Warren
How long have you been a police officer in the city of Warren?
for approximately 3 years.
Do you have any prior law enforcement experience?
Yes.
What would that be?
I worked in the city of Detroit for a little over 5 years.
Anything other than Detroit?
That's all.
Were you working in the capacity of a warrant police officer on January 2nd, 2025?
Yes, I was.
On that day, were you alone or with a partner?
I was working one-man patrol.
Were you in full uniform?
I was in full uniform.
Does that include a fully marked scout car?
Yes, it does.
And a body worn camera?
Yes, it does.
To your knowledge, was your body worn camera active and recording during your shift?
Yes, it was.
Did you receive a call to 14411 Knox Avenue?
Yes, I did.
What city is that in?
It's in Warren.
What was the call for?
A missing person.
What happened when you got there?
I made contact with the caller and family members at the house.
Do you recall any of the names of who you spoke with?
I may not be pronouncing it properly, but I believe it's Monica.
Do you remember any last names?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Welcome in, Ricky.
The same last name as the missing person.
You know, your report refresher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Just look at it. Let us know when your recollection's been refreshed as far as the last name.
It's Elkins.
Thank you. So what happened when you got to the location? What'd you do?
I spoke with the family. They explained to me what was going on.
What did they say was going on?
Did they last heard? Monica last heard from her daughter at about 1 p.m. that day.
Which daughter was she referring to?
To Ashley.
What happened after that? What else did she say?
So she said that she spoke with Ashley, who said she was coming back from the Super Beauty store, and she had not heard from her since.
And what day was it that she said she got a message from them, from Ashley?
That was the same day I was there. So it had been several hours.
What else happened when you were at that location on Knox?
I spoke with some family members and a friend who explained to me that there is some past issues raising their concerns.
Did they indicate to you where they thought Ashley may have been?
Yes,
Where did they say?
at Deandre's house, but there was no last name present, or they didn't know any last name of said person.
Did they give you any other information about Deandre?
Not much. There was an apartment in Roseville.
So what did you do after you spoke with everybody at the scene?
So I got on the computer and I started searching up everything I could to find Ashley, places she might be.
So what were you searching? Where were you?
So I began by searching through our report system database to see if she has contact with any other people, who she may have been in a car with during a traffic stop on any random day, anywhere to find a lead.
Did you find anything that day for that search that helped you find Ashley?
Not that I can recall exactly, but I did find a connection to Roseville.
Do you recall what that connection was?
I believe it was an address on Pinehurst.
What else? What other searches did you do?
I did a flock search. It's a license plate reader camera system that's set up throughout Southeast Michigan.
So why did you do a flock search?
I did a flock search because Monica told me that Ashley had a 2009 Chevy Malibu, but unfortunately did not have a license plate attached to the back. Through that camera system, we can type in search tools like silver car, sedans, makes, models, things like that.
Were you able to locate anything through the flock system that you believe to be Ashley's car?
I was not.
Did you do anything else? Any other searches?
Now that is the oddest thing, that she had recently got that car and didn't have a plate on it. So I'm trying to, they said it wasn't a plate on it, so that means it wasn't a 30-day tag or anything on it. They said she didn't have a plate or license. That's odd. And so they wasn't able to track the car because of that, basically. So, Sherry, you used to live in the area? I seen something that you typed. Let's see. Oh, your birthday is tomorrow, Sherry? Happy early birthday, in case I don't see you. Let them keep talking.
I contacted our dispatchers to do a phone ping.
Tell me about that.
So the phone ping, there were multiple pings that returned. They all came back in the area of 11 Mile and Gratiot.
Do those pings give you any specific locations or just general areas?
They're general areas within a certain radius.
And whose number did you take?
I think Ashley's phone.
And where did you say it was in the area of?
11 Mile and Gratiot.
Do you recall when it was in that area?
Between the time of the call, which I believe was 11, in the time frame of 11:15 p.m. and about 12:30 a.m. on the 3rd of January.
Did you do any other searches or make any other phone calls while you were at the Knox?
Yeah, I searched through jail databases, surrounding cities. I called all the hospitals in Detroit, in Macomb County.
And you had mentioned you received some sort of connection to an address in Roseville. Did you do anything with that information?
So again, I contacted the Warren dispatchers. I requested a Roseville police unit to make that apartment complex and try to make contact with Ashley if she's inside, or to see if her car is in the parking lot.
Did you yourself go to the Roseville address?
I did not,
Why is that?
because there was no other units available for me to take from Warren with me, and I was working one-man patrol.
Is that standard procedure if you're working one-man patrol and have to leave the city, that you take another car with you?
Yes.
Did you do anything else that evening when you were talking to the family and gathering information?
Throughout the night, I canvassed the area for the vehicle that Ashley was supposed to be driving. I wasn't able to find it.
Were you ever given Ashley's address?
Yes.
Is that the address that you were at? The Knox?
Yes. Yeah, Knox.
And did you ever strike that? So you were driving around looking for the car. You were not able to locate what you believe to be Ashley's car. Is that correct?
Not on Flock or in person.
So did you ever go back to that house at any point, the Knox address,
I went by the house about 3 times.
that day or other days as well?
That day specifically, I went back at least 3 times. Following days, I was off the following days. Those were leave days for me.
And leave days means?
Days off.
So when you get a call like this and you're given information, is there something that you're supposed to do as far as information regarding, who might be missing and their description? Do you have a system you use?
Yeah. So through our law enforcement information network, I had a dispatcher enter Ashley into the system as missing. So if anybody came across her as far as law enforcement, they would see that right away.
And was it just Ashley that you put into lien as missing?
There was a BOL, a be on the lookout, put out for Ashley, the Malibu, and Deandre.
So you included someone by the name of Deandre in that?
Correct.
And why did you do that?
Because Ashley's mother told me that she believed that there might be a connection there.
So did you ever come into contact with anyone named Deandre?
I did not.
Now, as you were wrapping up your run at the Knox address, did you tell anyone at that location, give them any further instructions on what they were supposed to do?
Yeah, I advised Miss Elkins to follow up with the Warren detectives. I explained to her where the police department was. I gave her an incident number.
Did you ever tell them to go look for any evidence themselves? Anyone
No.
at that location?
No.
No further questions at this time.
Thank you, Ms. Joy.
Officer Quaranta, are you pretty good with like phones yourself?
I'm decent. I'm by no means an expert.
Okay. When the Elkins family was talking to you, did you get into a discussion with them about whether or not Ashley's phone
Freaking weirdo.
was currently, when you were talking to them, on or off?
Yes, I did.
All right. And I would be correct in stating that it was their opinion that her phone was off, correct?
Yes.
Did you have a different opinion? Did you thought her phone was still on while you were talking to them?
It was up in the air, to be honest. I couldn't make a a for sure determination on that.
It was probably being turned off and on.
You don't recall telling Mrs. Elkins when she stated to you that her phone was off, that you said, no, her phone is on, because it's ringing, getting through to her.
Yes, at one point it was ringing. At other points it wasn't ringing.
So you were trying to contact her yourself.
I also tried to contact her through text message and phone calls.
So at least for some of the time that you were over at the Elkins household, you felt that her phone was still on, correct?
Yes.
And when you did these like pings on the phone, and you said they came up in the area of 11 Mile and Gratiot, that's in Roseville, correct?
Yes.
All right. You wear a body camera, and I have on there that you arrived somewhere shortly after 9 p.m. Is that accurate?
I don't remember the exact time that I arrived.
Okay. Would that be on your report, if that would refresh your recollection?
It might be, yes.
You have a copy of the report here. Do you want me to bring it up to you? There's the report.
Yes, at approximately 9 p.m.
Okay. And my viewing of your body camera shows that you left the premises around 42 minutes later, 43 minutes later. Would that be about accurate?
Yeah, I left.
I'm not holding you to any specific time. If you were there about 45 minutes, that's it.
I left. I came back.
But in terms of talking to the Elkins family, you were just there and talking to them for about 47 minutes, correct?
Yeah, I was there for a while.
Okay. That sounds about accurate, though, for 45 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. So when you did these pings on the phone, was it at the time you were talking to the Elkins family, or was it later?
I had requested the pings, but it takes a varying amount of time for the phone company to return results to dispatch, which are then relayed to me.
Okay. Because obviously in your report, you mentioned about the pings. I just am just wondering about the time. I know you said a couple minutes ago that the pings were somewhere between 11:15 at night and 12:30 in the morning, correct?
They may go a little later into the morning.
I'm not holding you to any specific times. I just wanted to clarify they were later after you had left the Elkins family.
The returns on the ping were after.
Okay, fair enough. And would I be correct in stating that, those pings were in a lot of different areas that you mentioned in your report in terms of, certain streets, correct?
They were all in the same general area.
And I think you mentioned there that these pings are kind of in general, a radius of about 3,339 meters. That's what you put in your report.
I believe that was the ping with the largest radius. The ping with the smallest radius was, I believe, less than 500 feet.
And do you know which locations are associated with those two pings?
I'd have to refer back to my report for the exact.
Feel free to do it.
Is that better?
So there was one ping that came back into the area of Raven and Marie, just south of 10 Mile. That had a 3,300 meter radius. There was another one that came back to Sycamore and Gratiot, and that one was within 448 meters.
Okay, I see where you're at.
Okay.
So similarities were in the area of 500 feet to the 3,300 meters, which is approximately over 2 miles, correct?
Don't quote me on the exact math.
So you didn't want to see me, sweetie? You didn't want to see me? I was trying to put myself on the screen too. Let me see what Sherry said. I was saying, my dad's last name is Booker, and that side of my family is big, and there's a lot of family I haven't met, but I'm praying this isn't none of my family, okay? Man, do he look like anybody in the family? This is my first time seeing his face up close. Something seriously wrong with this man. It's giving mental to me. Yeah, seriously. I mean, he got the beady, blank stare. He want to be seen. Like, I mean, is he proud of what he did? Like, he want everybody to see him. Like, totally different, totally opposite of what we see with Jarvis Butts. Jarvis is cowering behind his attorneys. If that man could disappear, he would. Okay, and Booker want everybody to see him, like he proud of what he did, and he's so proud. Don't nobody even know where she is still. Oh, no problem seeing your cute face. I'm sorry. No, you fine. You fine. I'll go back down here. I wonder how it looked because they just changed it where you could do those layouts, and I wondered how it looked on your end. I'm looking at it. I see if you watch me from a cell phone, it might be better because that's what this really is for. My attention span isn't that good. Okay, got you. Okay, let me wait. How did I do that? All right. That's crazy. BFF said, when did they start letting people stand in court? Yeah, I mean, this is a first. Like, and I heard one of the attorney or something saying that it could be intimidating or something. I kind of caught the tail end of that. But yeah, that is intimidating. I wouldn't be able to take it. If that was my family member and he in there, I would be complaining. I need him to sit down. I'm in fear. He's standing over my head. I need you to sit down like a good prisoner. What are we doing here? It's always something weird, ain't it? Scared he might jump on me or something.
Went back to the house. Was that just kind of driving by to see if maybe the car was there?
And it ain't like he can't do something. Remember the guy, Superman, the judge? He flew over that counter so quick.
I didn't return back into the house.
Man. And he was mental. Play with it if you want to.
Thank you. Anything further, Mr.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, Officer.
Look at this food.
You could just have a moment with this.
Yes.
With this.
I think Booker needs to sit down. What's up with this smirk? I don't like his face at all. Wait, is they done? Is they finished or is they done here? Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Okay, so I'm gonna read this article. It says the ex-boyfriend of Ashley Elkins, the Macomb County mother who went missing in January, appeared in court on Wednesday. Oh, let me make me big. Make me big. Okay, so he appeared to court on Wednesday. Deandre Howard Booker of Roseville was charged with first-degree premeditated murder, tampering with evidence, disinterment, and mutilation. Disinterment or mutilation of a dead body and concealing the death of an individual in connection with the murder of Ashley Elkins triggers. So he appeared before Judge Joseph F. Bodecker or Deaker in a 39th court on August 6th. So Booker, he stood the entire time needing to sit down. As the hearing began, the prosecution required whether he would stand or not. Okay, and I don't know why they let him stand, especially after ignoring the judge when he asked him a question. He's like, "Oh, no answer. We can just keep going." Ashley's mother testified. Wait a minute. Her mother testified about the last time that she physically seen her daughter, which she said over FaceTime at midnight. But at first she said 1, but then she was saying that it was right when you say Happy New Year's, and they was at the casino. They were wishing each other Happy New Year. Ashley had cooked earlier that day. She also talked to her on the phone later in the morning because she must have sent her pictures or something of the food. And her daughter took her a plate. So she didn't even see her the New Year. That's crazy. Right at New Year's, this bastard did that. Not even caring about her kids, nothing. That is just so sad. I mean, so messed up. Let's go on to part 2. I think it's this one. I gotta pull it back up. Wait, what's this?
Living room as I found it.
Okay, so this is the part with the cop. The cop came in and found all kind of stuff. He noticed a bleach bottle. Now, mind you, the family had been there already. Okay, the layout is okay. There we go. Her family had already been here, and another police, if I'm not mistaken.
It possibly was broken into. We were told to.
At that location, is it a house, apartment, something else?
It's an apartment complex.
And why were you called to that location?
I was dispatched to that location upon request to check an apartment that possibly was broken into. We were told to make sure no one was inside the residence because no one was allowed inside the residence, and to make sure that it was also secured.
Do you know who made that request?
Deandre Booker.
Do you know what his relation to the
The
apartment?
nerd.
His primary residence.
So a person by the name of Deandre Booker called and said, "Hey, can you please go check on my apartment?"
Correct.
Did you come into contact with that person when you were at the apartment on January 4th?
No.
So what happened when you got there?
When I got to the apartment, I was with one of my partners. I noticed that the door was ajar slightly.
Let me back up a second. You mentioned a partner.
Yes.
Were you working alone, or did you have a partner in your car when you got there?
I was assigned a single man car. I met my partner there.
Do you recall the name of who met you there?
Officer Crowd.
So I just want to point out, by this time it's January 4th. All these days went by.
Crowd.
Were you in full uniform?
Correct.
And a fully marked scout car?
Yes.
Did you have a body worn camera?
Yes.
To your knowledge, was it on and operational when you were at that apartment? Yes.
Yes.
So you said you met up with Officer Crowd at 26069?
Yes.
Just the two of you?
Just the two of us at first.
At first, okay. So what happens when you get there? Where did you go?
We went to the upstairs apartment. Like I said, I had noticed that the door was slightly ajar.
Do you remember the apartment number that you went to?
I believe it was V202.
So the door was slightly ajar?
Correct.
What happened when you walked up to the door? Where did you go?
My first instinct was this door looks unlocked. I went to go touch it, and when I did, the door opened up freely.
What happened next?
I called in, announced myself as Roseville Police. Anyone that was inside was to come out. I didn't see or hear anyone at the time. I did wait for Officer Benefield to arrive on scene so that we could go clear the apartment.
So why did you wait for more officers?
Policy.
And you said you were waiting for Officer Benefield?
Correct.
Did he come?
Yes.
Did anybody else come?
Other officers did show up. Officer Byarski, Officer Timber, now Lieutenant Trevella.
So what happened after all the officers show up?
We went inside to conduct a security sweep, make sure that no one was inside the apartment.
And what happened when you went in the apartment?
I made a right into the apartment, made a right down the hallway, and I made a left into the first room, which happened to be the bathroom.
Was anybody in the bathroom?
No.
So at this point, are you searching for evidence?
No.
So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for anything that looks out of place, any signs of that anyone had been into the apartment.
Are you looking for any people?
Yes, I'm looking for people.
So what do you see when you walk in the bathroom? Anything?
When I walked in the bathroom, first thing I noticed was a jug of bleach sitting on the counter. I also noticed in the bathtub, the drain cover had been removed and was in the center of the bathtub.
Did that stand out to you?
It definitely did. It stood out to me as suspicious, not something ordinarily.
Did you make any other initial observations while you were in the bathroom?
I did. I approached the bathtub to check out why the drain was there. And there's many reasons why someone would have that. I did notice on the north end of the tub, there were what appeared to me 2 drips of blood.
So what did you do at that point?
At that point, I backed out. I told Lieutenant Torella, hey, I believe I have blood in the bathroom. And at that point, all of us exited the apartment, and I waited until Lieutenant
Thank
Torella
you,
got all the
genius.
bureau
And what was the purpose of doing that?
to preserve any evidence that was inside the apartment.
Did you ever go back into that apartment that day?
I did.
So how did that come about?
Lieutenant Torella contacted the Detective Bureau. Detective Bureau drafted up a search warrant for the apartment based on what I observed during the security sweep. And then I was met with Detective Lieutenant Beamer and Detective Westbrook.
So what happened when they arrived on the situation?
Once they arrived on scene, I had Officer Bayersky and Officer Kimber help me process the apartment for evidence.
Did they have search warrant at the time?
Correct.
So I believe I just spoke with defense counsel. I have a kind of a batch stipulation. It's people's proposed exhibits 8 through 62. They are all photographs that Officer Navazny took that day. I did show them to defense counsel prior to court and then just now as well. And I believe he's agreeing to admit them just for purposes of preliminary examination.
Your Honor, for purposes of the preliminary examination only, would stipulate to the admission of the exhibit subject to a later challenge with regard to the search.
Those are exhibits 8 through 62.
Yes,
They will be admitted.
thank you. So when you went to the apartment that day, were you in a patrol capacity or evidence tech when they got the search warrant?
I was technically both. I was patrol and evidence.
What did you do as far as evidence tech duties when you got to the apartment? Did you take photos?
I did.
So I'm going to show you what's going to admit as People's Exhibit 8. Tell us about this photo.
So this is the front door to the apartment complex.
And this is 26069 Pinehurst.
Correct.
So then when you arrive at the apartment, you take this photo initially, correct? What's the purpose of that?
It's to show where I'm actually at.
So what do you do next?
Next, I go inside the apartment complex and I start taking photos.
So then we're going to go to People's Exhibit 9. What do we have here?
This is the stairway leading up to apartment P202.
That's the view when you walk in the front door,
Correct.
And then we have People's Exhibit 10. What is this?
That is the apartment number.
This is the one that there was a search warrant executed at?
Correct.
And we have People's Exhibit 11. Tell us about this.
So this is a photo from that front door of the apartment looking into the main living room.
Is this when you first walk in the door?
Yes.
This is directly what you see, is that
Yes,
correct?
this is directly what you see.
So, and when you're taking pictures like this, are you looking for anything specific or are you doing it just to show the room or is it something else?
So these are my initial photographs. These are to show the living room as I found it.
And this is People's Exhibit 12. What's in this photo?
This is the rest of the living room. This is from the opposite corner.
And again, are you taking this for any purpose or just to show? the
This is
layout?
just to show the layout of the apartment.
So we're going to go to People's Exhibit 13. Tell us about this.
So this is a photograph of the laptop sitting on the table. This is a faraway view to show what it was sitting on top of.
And then People's Exhibit 14. What is in this photo?
So this is a closer up photo of the laptop, which was taken for evidence.
And we're going to go to People's Exhibit 15. Tell us about this photo.
So this photo is from that corner, starting to turn and look into the kitchen area.
When you say that corner, you mean
The corner where the laptop was.
14?
Correct.
So then you're facing, when you're standing in that corner, you said you're facing, this is the view you're facing?
Yeah.
And then People's Exhibit 16, what do we have here?
This is a photo of the kitchen.
And is this, again, showing the path throughout the apartment, or is there anything of note?
This is at this time just to show the path or the layout of the apartment.
Moving on to People's Exhibit 17, what do we have here?
So this is a photo down the hallway leading into the back bedroom.
And in relation to the kitchen in number 16, where is this hallway?
So the hallway would be straight to the right of the kitchen.
And then
Welcome in,
People's Exhibit
Stephanie.
18, what do we have here?
It's from the middle of the hallway leading into the bedroom, showing the pathway.
And then People's Exhibit 19, what do we have here?
This is the main bedroom of the apartment.
So this is, again, showing layout or anything specific?
It's showing layout.
People's Exhibit 20,
So this is from the opposite corner of the main bedroom, showing the layout.
and then People's Exhibit 21.
So this is a picture leading into the bathroom.
When you arrived the first time when you were just doing the security sweep, does this picture reflect what you saw when you saw the bathroom?
Yes.
So this is how it looked when you first walked in.
Yes,
And when you had testified that what caught your eye was a bottle of bleach,
correct.
is that reflected in this photo?
Yes,
That's the one on the countertop?
correct.
So we have People's Exhibit 22. What do we have here?
So this is a photo leading towards the bathtub. This is standing from the doorway into the bathroom.
And is this photo for just to show anything specific, or again just to show?
This is just to show a layout of the bathroom.
So we have People's Exhibit 23. What do we have here?
This is from the bathtub pointing back towards the doorway, showing the layout.
And People's Exhibit 24.
This is showing what was behind that door.
And People's Exhibit 25.
This is to show that there was no towels or anything on the towel rack itself.
Is there anything else about this photo or this area of the bathroom that had caught your attention?
So once I got the search warrant, I was going through. What I noticed on the walls were swirl marks, which appeared to be from someone wiping it down. They looked relatively fresh, in my opinion.
Yeah, wasn't nobody using the bathroom because he was too busy cleaning everything up. Welcome in, the wordsmith. Does it look like anyone was using that bathroom or bath? Then there's no shower curtain. He probably threw all of that stuff away. Apparently, he must have did it in the bathroom. They finding everything. He got bleach and swirls on the wall. What else
But
you
it
leave?
definitely looked like someone had just cleaned the wall.
Is that shown anywhere in this photo that you can see?
You can see some swirls down at the lower left of the corner.
Okay, so you're pointing at the bottom left corner.
Yes.
And then we have People's Exhibit 26. What do we have here?
So this is to show the drain and the drain cover.
And this is what you saw when you first entered the bathroom?
That's
Correct.
about that.
And then People's Exhibit 27. What do we have here?
So this is a closer view overall of the bathtub.
And People's Exhibit 28.
This is just more showing the bathtub itself and how it appeared to me that it had been cleaned.
And for layout as well.
And for layout, yes.
People's Exhibit 29. What are we looking at?
So in this one, this is the north end of the tub where I had located some drops of blood.
And People's Exhibit 30. What are we looking at here?
This is just a north end of the tub there. You can see a little bit closer view of two drops.
Just another angle.
Just another angle.
People's Exhibit 31. What are we looking at here?
This is a closer view of the drain, more of an overhead view.
Is there a reason that you took a picture at this view?
So unfortunately with my camera, from what I could see, there looked like there appeared to be something in the bottom of the drain, and I was trying to capture that with this photo.
So now I'm thinking, how did anybody not hear anything if he did it there? He had to have done it there. But they should have found, I don't know what all they found. But I am wondering, I'm assuming that he did it there because of what they found in the drain and all that. But he cleaned up pretty good, didn't he? And to the point, I know that her mother is probably thinking like, I literally was in there because she just said that she went into the bathroom. She went into the bathroom, and I think it was another cop that had went there and didn't see that stuff. Or was this the first time a cop was there?
Reflected in this photo.
It's not reflected in this photo.
But you could see it.
Yes.
So People's Exhibit 32. What are we looking at here?
This is to show another large bottle of bleach that was inside the bathroom.
People's Exhibit 33. What are we looking at here?
So this is a closer view of the drain using lighting.
So reading his charges, they said like mutilation. So I mean, are they thinking that he just washed her down the drain somehow? I mean, that just got rid of her. See, and that's what I was talking about when it come down to Naziah. I was like, I mean, for Kim Thomas to say that she knows for a fact that Naziah is unalive, they gotta have some type of tissue, some type of something to say that she is no longer here. And that's what I'm waiting to hear, and I ain't heard it yet. And so it's gonna be interesting to see. But this is what I was talking about because they pulled stuff out of that drain, and I wonder it must have been tissue attached. Definitely looked like hair and blood.
And the point of taking this photo
Is
was,
to see down the drain.
and then People's Exhibit 34. What do we have?
Even closer view trying to capture what I was seeing down at the bottom of the drain.
And the mop, you can clearly tell it was blood on it. Or you're right, or enough blood. Like, and they ain't said nothing about that. That's why I'm like, what do she got? Like, they tell us everything, right? Like, it ain't no surprises. It shouldn't be no surprises. We should know if they had evidence of her of mutilation or dismembering or anything.
So do these pictures accurately show what you were actually seeing? Are they able to reflect what your eyes were seeing?
So with this photo here, in the top quadrant of that drain is what I could see clearly. Unfortunately, for some reason, my camera was focused more on the cross-hatching of the drain itself.
Okay, so you're talking about the top
The
right.
top, yeah, the top right.
All right, so People's Exhibit 35. What do we have here?
That is the debris that I pulled out of the drain that had caught my eye.
Yes, I'm talking about Kim Worthy. She said, "Are you talking about Kim Worthless?" Yes. What proof do she have? Like, this is what I call proof. When you got that looked like hair and some type of tissue or something attached to it. Obviously, he was washing stuff down the drain. He got a mop full of blood too. Like, where's the rest of her? They never found her.
I was trying to reflect with all the other photos.
So when you were looking at the drain, you said something caught your eye. What did you do to investigate that?
So once I noticed I believe something was in the drain, I put my clean gloves on. I grabbed a sterile cotton swab. I used the other end of it to try to dig out this debris. And I also used a clean pair of plastic tweezers.
And is this what came out of the drain?
That is exactly what came out of the drain.
Did you preserve that in any way or put it on evidence so that it could be published?
I did put it on evidence.
Was that turned over to the lab to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge. I'm not sure.
Now, we got to remember, as far as Naziah, they actually did check the hotel drains and all that. So they said they didn't find no evidence that Naziah was ever there. It's hard to get rid of evidence like this. I wonder, what do they think happened? I mean, obviously they thought she was at the landfill. That's where they went. That's where the evidence led them, but they still ain't found her. Maybe they had the wrong dumpster. Maybe they wasn't searching the right side of the landfill.
But you know, you packaged it and processed it pursuant to your policy.
Correct.
So moving on to People's Exhibit 36, what do we have here?
That is the large bottle of bleach that was next to the bathtub.
What kind of bleach is that? I ain't never seen that brand.
People's Exhibit 37.
101.
This is some of the drops of blood that were in the bathtub.
Is this what originally caught your eye?
Correct.
Now, People's Exhibit 38, what are we looking at?
That is one of the drops next to a ruler.
And this is inside the bathtub?
That's inside the bathtub.
People's Exhibit 39, what are we looking at here?
Drop of blood on the outside of, I believe it was the bathtub.
He did all that cleaning and left one speck here and there.
There's a ruler next to that drop.
People's Exhibit 41, what are we looking at?
Ruler next to more drops of blood.
So are these are different drops than the ones we've already looked at?
Correct.
I just want to point out, like, you know, just thinking about the Naziah Harris case when people were saying, oh, Shannon jumped on her, beat her, and blase skippy. I mean, it should be evidence of stuff like that, too. But, of course, they wasn't searching for evidence at Annette's house or anywhere like that. I don't even know if they searched the house, period, to be honest. But when you report somebody missing, that's the first thing they're supposed to do is check the house, especially a kid. But there has to be a dump location that drain can only do so much. Right, it has to be. And literally, because I seen the video footage when they had the cadavers out there searching and walking around the complex, and it hit on a dumpster. I didn't see it hit, but they said it hit on a dumpster, and that's what made them go to the landfill. So I don't know. The curtains and towels went somewhere with the bulk of the evidence. So where's that at? Yep. And I bet you that's where the blood probably was dripping from. I don't know. Did he get rid of her and then come? I mean, he would have had to get rid of her and then come back and clean. You usually don't clean when the body is still there. But he had days. He had days to do this. But the mother was out there by the second. I don't know, man. This dude, he need to tell where is her body at. If you have any humanity in you, sir, where is she? Because you're going down whether they find her or not.
So you noticed several different drops of suspected blood throughout the bathroom. Is that what you're saying?
So once I had started looking around the bathroom, processing it, I started to notice that there were more than just the 2 drops of blood within the bathroom itself, and they weren't just local to the bathtub itself.
So what are we looking at here?
So in this photo, this is the vanity down on the bottom, and along the cupboard there are observed multiple drops.
People's Exhibit 43.
That is along the bottom base of that vanity.
Now, when you're looking at this vanity in 42, is that right next to the tub, or is that somewhere else in the bathroom?
So it's actually next to the toilet. So it'd be in the east part of the bathroom.
So there were drops of suspected blood in multiple areas of the bathroom.
Correct.
Great.
So we're looking at People's Exhibit 44.
We left plenty of drops.
That's on the vanity. That's a ruler next to some of this matter.
People's Exhibit 45. What are we looking at?
That's more drops of blood.
In a different area?
It's along the vanity area.
Along the vanity, but different from what we've looked at.
Correct.
People's Exhibit 46.
That's a ruler next to those.
People's Exhibit 47. What do we have here?
It's more blood. I believe that was also near the vanity as well.
And these are different than the drops that we.
It gotta be tons of blood in the tiles of the bathroom, on the floor, under those tiles, and in the woodworks. Like, it had to go somewhere. I mean, if he did it there, it was a lot there. He missed all this.
Already looked at.
Correct.
People's Exhibit 48. What do we have here?
That is on the vanity door. It's more suspected blood with a ruler next to it.
And these are different from the drops we've already looked at, correct?
Correct.
People's Exhibit 49. What are we looking at?
So that is suspected blood droplets right at the base of the vanity, in front of it if you were facing the sink.
Okay, is that on the floor, the vanity, or
It's
something else?
on the floor itself.
So we have a different location for the
Correct.
drops. And People's Exhibit 50.
That is a ruler next to those drops.
People's Exhibit 51. What are we looking at here?
So this is at the beginning of the hallway leading from the living room down towards the primary bedroom. It is a measurement, and it's also just to show that there was something on the wall, a different angle to show it.
Is this, so this is separate from the bathroom, is that what you're saying?
Correct.
So where is this, you said it was in the hallway.
Yep.
Can you tell in the picture where in the house it is? Like, is it next to the bathroom? Is it which way would the bedroom be?
So if I'm looking at this, the bedroom would have been straight down the hallway. You had your towel closet, and then right around the corner there would have been your bathroom.
Okay, so just so I'm clear, because
Yes.
I know you're pointing and we're looking at
I
different
know,
angles,
yes.
right? So if you are standing and looking straight on at the door,
Yes,
the bathroom you're saying is to the right around the corner,
yes.
and then to the left of that, so let's say where this Nike box is,
That would be the back corner of the living room.
the living room. Okay. So what are we looking at? This is People's Exhibit 52.
So that is suspected blood on the towel closet that was in the hallway,
Outside of the, around the corner from the bedroom.
around the corner from the bathroom.
People's Exhibit 53, what are we looking at?
This is just a closer measurement of those droplets.
People's Exhibit 54, what are we looking at?
It appeared to be a blood smear on the hallway wall itself, right
Now-
next to the closet.
Okay, so this hallway, you said next to the closet, would that be on the side going towards the bathroom or the side going towards the
Be
living
the side going towards the living room.
room? People's Exhibit 55, what are we looking
This is a measurement of that smear.
at? People's Exhibit 56.
That's full
What are
of
we
it,
looking at here?
That is a mop that was found in the
especially at the
closet
top.
along the right side of the hallway if you were
He's
looking towards the
stupid.
bedroom.
Now, these drops of suspected blood that we went through all the various ones, did you take any swabs of them, any samples to be tested, anything like that?
Yes.
Of all of them or some of them? Or
Slow joke.
I took some from the bathtub. I took some from the vanity. I believe I also took some from the hallway itself.
People's Exhibit 57, what are we looking at here?
So this is the cupboard in the kitchen. It was to show that there are two different types of garbage bags within the apartment.
Welcome in hip hop and history.
Stand out to you in any way?
It did, with the hefty storage bags being a newer box. It appeared that in the rest of the apartment, the lavender colored bags had been used everywhere else.
So you saw bags that match the lavender pink in other places in the apartment?
Yes.
Did you see any black garbage bags in any other places in the apartment?
The only other place it was in the garbage can
Oh.
that was next to the kitchen.
Did you look in that garbage can?
I did.
Did you find anything?
I did not.
So was it a new bag or an old bag?
Sorry. It was a new bag that was put in the garbage can.
And just so I'm clear, that would be. Sorry. Is that the garbage you're referring to?
Yes.
Okay, and this is a brand new bag that you.
That was a brand new bag.
No, Exhibit 15. it is. Now we're looking at People's Exhibit 58. What do we have here?
It's a black winter jacket that was on the couch in the living room.
Can you tell what brand it is?
I believe it was Hilfiger.
Can you tell anything about whether it's like man's coat or women's coat, anything like that?
It was a male coat or men's coat.
Do you know the size?
I do not remember the size. I know it was a smaller size.
Okay. And you took a photo of this, obviously.
Yep.
Did you do anything else?
We did take it for evidence.
People's Exhibit 59. What are we looking at here?
Those are yellow dish gloves that were on the couch in the living room.
People's Exhibit 60.
Those are the yellow dish gloves.
And those were those on the couch when you walked in on January 4th.
Correct.
What did you do, if anything, with those?
Those were also collected.
People's Exhibit 61. Can you tell us what's in this?
It is a handgun that was underneath the same couch that the gloves were found on.
And what did you do when you found this handgun?
After I took photos, we made it safe and we collected it for evidence.
No, I was thinking about her mother, like when she went there, if she would have ran into this dude, like in the middle of that would have been bad, possibly.
And then People's Exhibit 62. What do we have here?
So these are documents that show residency of Deandre Booker,
And where were these found?
found in the main bedroom.
And that has the defendant's name and the address at 26069 Pinehurst?
Correct.
What was the purpose of taking that?
The purpose was to establish residency.
I got just a moment, Evan.
Shout out to DJ Kuda. Welcome in.
Okay, I just can't see that part. What is the address on
How you doing?
you want the officer to read it? Or?
Yes.
Okay. It says 26069 Pinehurst Apartment B202.
Oh, thank you, Wordsmith.
48066.
Mr. Lang?
Officer advised me, the first time you went to this residence was in the afternoon of January 5th, correct?
Correct.
And
Afternoon of January 4th, first time.
I would be correct in stating that you did not personally speak with Mr. Booker about why he wanted somebody to take a look at his apartment, correct?
Correct.
So the information you had about why you were there on the afternoon of January 4th was relayed to you by some other officer, correct?
It's relayed to me through my dispatch.
And I would assume that it's relayed to you by dispatch, and dispatch has relayed something from some other officer to you.
No, dispatch received a call from someone who claimed to be Deandre Booker, and then dispatch sent me to the apartment to go check on it.
The balls of this guy. Sir, I just murdered somebody in my apartment. Can you go lock it up for me? Because her family got the nerve to be over here looking for her, and they didn't came in my apartment. Can you send maintenance to lock the doors? I mean, he had a lot of nerve. You just unalive somebody. The last people I would be calling would be the police. So they call him and he find everything because Booker called the cops. Stupid.
Do you know if any police officer spoke to Mr. Booker prior to you going to his apartment on January 4th?
I have no knowledge.
Do you know, other than what dispatch told you as to why you were being there, do you have any other information as to what Mr. Booker actually told somebody about why he wanted the police to go to the apartment?
The only notes I had came from my dispatch.
Do you know if Mr. Booker's only purpose for the police to be at his apartment on Saturday afternoon, January 4th, was to lock his door because he thought it was broken into?
I don't object to speculation at this point, Your Honor. He can only testify to what he is told, not to what the defendant is told.
I'm asking if he knows anything about that.
Sustained objection. Speculative.
Were you and Officer Crow the first officers to go to that apartment on January 4th?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay. When you went to the apartment on January 4th, did you know that officers from your department and Warren had been into the apartment the night before on January 3rd?
I did not have knowledge of that, no.
When did you find that out?
After I had already been through and was waiting on a subpoena. Or not a subpoena, I'm sorry, search warrant.
To get into the apartment, you have to go through a locked outside.
I had already been through and was waiting on
Officers from your department and Warren had been into the apartment the night before on January 3rd.
I did not have knowledge of that, no.
When you went to the apartment on January 4th, did you know that officers from your department and Warren had been into the apartment the night before on January 3rd?
So it sounds like January 3rd is the first time that they went to the apartment because they were there the day before. But they missed everything. They missed everything. They must have been just like the mother. She's looking for a person. She's not looking around for evidence of blood. But this guy, he seen it when he first, soon as he go in there, first thing he noticed is the bottle of bleach. That same bleach that would have been sitting there on the third, right? Interesting. Everybody ain't so sharp.
I did not have knowledge of that, no.
When did you find that
After I had already been through and was waiting on a subpoena. Or not a subpoena, I'm sorry, search warrant.
To get into the apartment, you have to go through a locked outside door, correct?
Correct.
And then up the stairs to Mr. Booker's third-floor apartment.
Correct.
Did somebody let you into the outside door to access the apartments?
One of the other residents had let us in.
And specifically, was it a gentleman who lived in the apartment directly underneath Mr. Booker's apartment?
I believe it was, yes.
Now, when you went upstairs to his apartment, you said you noticed that the door was ajar.
Correct.
Was it actually closed?
So when I got up there, it was partially open or ajar. And if I were to knock on the door to see if anyone was home, I would have pushed the door further than when I had just gently pushed it.
Okay. Did you actually turn the knob on the door to get it to open?
No.
And what did you do to get the door open so you could see inside?
If I remember correctly, I used my 2 fingers to kind of gently push it.
You made a little push and it opened.
Correct.
Now, you said you didn't go into the apartment right then and there. You waited for a while.
Maybe a minute or two. I did announce Roseville Police, and for anyone that was inside to come out.
And you got no response to that, correct?
There was no response.
So when you saw that this door was ajar, did that confirm to you that somebody had broken into his apartment?
I thought it'd be a possibility, yes.
And you said you eventually went into the apartment to see if there was anybody inside?
Correct. We do what's called a protective sweep.
Do you know approximately when you actually came to the apartment building? You know what time it was?
I don't remember the approximate time, no. I know it was like early afternoon.
Did you said you were waiting for some other officers to come before you actually went inside?
So I knew Officer Benefield wasn't too far away. I was waiting for him to show up to assist with the protective sweep. I'd also let my dispatch know I did have an open door, which then more officers came to the address to assist.
Do you know how long you waited before you actually went into the apartment?
A couple minutes, if that.
So I take it when you first go in to do this protective sweep, you have your guns drawn, right?
Correct.
And you're basically going and probably have backup to make sure that if you look right, that person's looking left, to make sure that nobody's surprising you, correct?
Correct.
when you did this sweep, you found no other people in the apartment, correct?
Correct.
And you noticed these small amounts of blood while you were looking for people.
Correct.
Do you know how long it was that you were in the apartment before you actually saw the blood?
It was relatively quick. I don't know an exact time for you.
Within seconds or within minutes?
I'd say within a minute or two.
At some point in time, you said you saw this, you thought this blood was unusual, and you decided to have everybody leave the apartment, correct?
My lieutenant was the one that told us, ordered us all out of the apartment. I didn't relate to him that I possibly found something.
Okay. And then you guys stood outside the apartment until such time as a search warrant was
Correct.
issued, correct? Okay. And then you said you went back in the apartment to collect all this evidence.
Correct.
And that was some hours later, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, maybe 7, 8 o'clock at night.
It was later in the night, correct?
I'm sorry.
It was later. I don't know the specific time.
Okay.
It was later. It was later in the
It was a
evening.
few hours that went by.
Yes.
Now, while you were waiting, you were in communication with other officers about what was going on, correct?
Yes.
And is that when you found out that other officers had been into the apartment on the night of January 3rd to do a protective sweep?
Yes.
And as far as you knew at that time, that the officers who went in on January 3rd did not find anything unusual in their sweep on January 3rd, correct?
Correct.
They didn't look.
They didn't report seeing any of this blood, correct?
As far as I know, they didn't.
That's crazy. Striking difference. See, he's trying to insinuate something, I think.
And would I be correct in stating that shortly after you exited the apartment, waiting for the search warrant, that a maintenance worker came to the apartment?
Yes.
I believe his name was Doug, correct?
Correct.
And he said he was there to secure the door, correct?
Yes.
To lock the door at the behest of Mr. Booker, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And was he allowed to do that?
No.
So you told him you weren't going to allow, I don't know if you told him, but he was told that he couldn't lock the door because now it was a crime scene.
Correct.
Or a suspected crime scene.
Correct.
See, so he's an idiot. He is wherever he's at, he's on the phone calling the police on himself. The cop that was there the day before missed it all. That is just crazy. That's a striking difference between one cop and another. He found everything, the other guy found nothing, and this dude told on himself like most criminals do. Stupid. What are we doing, sir? Just wasting time.
Were you informed that the, window by the outside entry door was broken prior to your entering the apartment that afternoon?
See, I feel like he's trying to insinuate, oh, well, maybe her family brought in the evidence to make it look like something because they was there the day before. That's just what I'm picking up.
I believe it was Doug that had mentioned that he had just fixed the window. When I showed up, the window was not broken.
And all he could think about was his stuff in the apartment. Like he should have been running by this time.
The door to Mr. Booker's apartment to see if there was any damage to it or any evidence that it may have been kicked in or broken in.
Yes.
And did you find any evidence or damage to that effect to the door?
I didn't see any evidence that the door had been forced open.
How you wait and then be like, okay, no more questions.
Any further questions? Mr.
Yeah,
White?
I'm trying to.
Okay. The heck is you doing, sir?
Yeah, Judge, I'm not sure what purpose that Mr. Lang is using the video. Is he entering it as an exhibit or what's?
We all trying to figure out what he doing.
We're watching a video right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get to it.
We don't need you to be more prepared next time, sir. I've had it with all the stalling. That's it. Ain't talking about nothing. You see that? All that time. All that time. Wasting people time. Hold on. This is from today.
Us continuing on their examination based upon all that.
The only thing I would caveat that with is perhaps the court should at least tell him if he is going to continue to be disruptive, we will go forward in his absence. Just so that's on the record, he knows that.
Yes, I agree, Your Honor. You would have to,
give him that warning, I think we already know what the response is going to be.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I think from a technical standpoint, it's always to happen.
Who been disrupted?
I will do that.
We missed.
In our discussions in the chambers, though you did, this issue came up a couple days ago because that wouldn't even come out of his jail cell. I never ordering him to be taken out of his jail cell, but he indicated that at some point you did talk to him. And he indicated he did not want to come to court, but that he would waive his right to be present, even though he might be on Zoom. Is that correct, Mr.
That is
What?
correct, Your Honor. And I know that when we did then break, I got out of the break room with him. He decided that he wanted to have him in court anyways on Wednesday. He was in court. He wasn't disruptive on Wednesday. Today's a different day.
What happened? Dang, we
Mr.
missed
Foster,
that.
you were back there, correct?
Yes, Judge Michael Foster, probation security.
We were able to view and hear some of Mr. Booker's behavior. He could hear us, is that correct?
He could certainly hear the court, Judge.
Can you hear us right now?
He can hear you right now.
This,
But he's muted. I was told to mute him.
okay.
He can hear you.
Okay, can you unmute him so that I can speak with him for a moment, please?
Okay, he's unmuted.
Thank you. Deandre Booker, this is the judge. I just want to inform you, you do have a right to be present in court. You have a constitutional right to be here with your attorney.
What?
I'll ask you, are you waiving that right?
Boy, you done lost your mind.
You can mute him, please. Thank you. Let the record reflect that his behavior is the same. He's screaming and yelling.
Saying what?
He can't hear us and he can see us, so we are going to proceed without him being physically involved.
No objection, Judge.
And I'm assuming the video now can be blacked out.
Okay, what the hell is Deandre's problem right now? Like, he need to go sit down somewhere. So he went from, oh, I want to stand up and everybody see me, to now he acting a fool. He didn't get enough attention. I told y'all he got a blank stare with them beady eyes. He reads slow to me. Like, he got a lot going on there between them ears. I knew he was off. He ain't getting off.
Yeah, we can
Crazy
black
on
out the video of him, but he can see it.
Correct.
With that, are you ready to call your first witness for the day, Mr. Franklin?
We are done.
They like, whether you hear or not, we gonna go on. They blacken him out so they can't see him, but he can see them. What the heck? I didn't know he was acting a fool like that. Oh well.
That's
The trial goes on. All right, let's get.
Yes, sir.
And January.
Raise your right hand, please. I solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to give this man will be the truth, so help you God.
So, is he the one that missed everything the day before? Let's see.
Mr. Franklin.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name for the record, please?
Officer Salvatore Monfo.
Officer, how are you employed?
I'm employed through the city of Roseville as a police officer.
How long have you been a police officer for the city of Roseville?
Next week will be 8 years.
Do you have any prior law enforcement experience?
I worked at the Oakland County Jail for 2.5 years prior to Roseville.
Anything besides that?
No.
Were you working in the capacity as a Roseville police officer on, I believe it was January 30th?
Why she sound like she talking to a fan?
And January 30th.
What the
So
hell?
your duties that day take you to 26069 Penrose,
Yes, sir.
and that's in the city of Roseville County.
Is it my headset or?
What was your assignment that day?
My assignment was that day was as an evidence tech officer to go to the scene to collect evidence.
He got a different
Been an
voice.
evidence check prior to January 30th.
Yes.
How long have you been doing it?
Is it just me, or do she sound like she talking through a fan and his voice sound different too? Is it just me, or is there something going on here? Let's keep going.
Since
You sound like a RoboCop.
I had 1 year on, so about 7 years.
What are your duties as an evidence check?
To collect and tag all evidence in regards to any case that's needed, and to preserve evidence.
So why did you go to 26069 Pinehurst?
I was advised I was going to 26069 Pinehurst due to a plumbing company coming out there because we were going to be taking all drains out of the home.
Was that pursuant to a search warrant?
Yes.
Okay, and all right, that's what I'm talking about. They gonna take the whole drain. So this wasn't a guy that was there on the 3rd that missed everything.
What happened when you got to that location?
Now, when I arrived, Detective Sergeant Sadler, Detective Sergeant Crossi, and Detective Westmont were already on scene with the search warrant inside the apartment. They were there there was A&E Plumbing, and we began, the plumbers began taking the drains out of the home.
So did that happen before you got there or while you were there?
While I was there. They did not start till I was there.
And what drains were removed that day?
The kitchen sink drain with the garbage disposal, the sink in the bathroom, and the tub drain.
Were all 3 of those analyzed or looked at?
Yes.
Did you find anything? No.
Man, do she sound like she talking through a fan to y'all, or is it just my ears? It's them. Okay, like what the heck? Welcome in, Natalie. Literally, she literally just said mute him now. You can holler all you want. Like, I guess he mad because they figured out all that information. He thought he had cleaned up something. Like, boy, gone. He thought he was gonna stand there and be proud. I bet you don't find nothing. I bet you don't find nothing. And they find all this stuff. Stupid. That was yesterday, the video that we just played.
Yes.
And all of them, one of them?
Just in the bathtub.
So he mad today.
I'm going to direct your attention to
they need to get these mics together.
For this officer, People's Exhibit 64 through 72. They are photos from search warrant.
That's driving me crazy, man.
Correct.
So on the screen, you see People's Exhibit 64. What are we looking at?
So this was the piece of drywall that had to be taken out to get to the back of the tub drain inside the apartment.
Who removed the drywall?
The plumber.
Were you there when they removed it in the room?
Yes.
Did you watch them do it?
Yes.
So when they removed the drywall and the drain, were you able to see that whole process?
Yes, I was standing right there in the kitchen with them.
Wonder what else they find in that drain. Idiots.
This is People's Exhibit 65. What are we looking at here?
These are all of the different pieces of the drain that were taken out from the bathtub.
This is just the bathtub drain?
This is just the bathtub.
People's Exhibit 66. What do we see here?
This was a clump of hair that was found in one of the pieces of the bathtub drain.
So when the drain was removed, who disassembled it?
The plumber disassembled it, handed it to me piece by piece. And
you viewed that whole process?
Yes.
So this, in People's Exhibit 66, the clump of hair, where was that found?
That was found in one of the pieces in the drain.
In the tub drain?
Yes.
And you found that?
Yes.
And People's Exhibit 67, actually strike that, let me say this. So we talked about this clump of hair. Did you find anything else in the drain?
Yes.
What did you find?
I also found what is suspected to be a bullet fragment.
What?
Looking at People's Exhibit 67, what is this?
That is the suspected bullet fragment that I found inside the bathtub.
He shot her.
And this is People's Exhibit 68. What is this?
That is the same suspected fragment with a measurement there.
What?
And then People's Exhibit 69.
Just different angle on the same suspected bullet fragment.
And it looks as if this is just a different view of it. So when you say suspected bullet fragment, what led you to believe it could have potentially been a bullet?
dealt with several bullet fragments in the past. It's something that we see unfortunately quite often. And it was heavy, appeared to be lead based. So it led me to believe that it was a bullet fragment.
Is there anything on this angle that could have indicated that it was a bullet?
You can, from the back, you can see that there looks like possibly like a, I want to call it a puncture mark, or a mark on the back of it, where it may have been a striker, something like that may have hit.
All right. Anything else you found in the drain?
Yes.
What else?
Earring was found inside the drain.
So People's Exhibit 70.
What?
This is the earring that was found inside the bathtub drain.
And can you describe the earring?
Yeah, it was a silver looking hooped style earring. Appeared to have, I don't know if they were diamonds themselves, but what we're looking as diamonds across the front.
And this is People's Exhibit 71. Can you tell us what this is?
This is all of the water that was drained from inside of each of the pipes from inside of the house.
So so the pipes were removed and then the water was just poured into this container?
The water was removed. It was originally put into a 5-gallon bucket on scene because that's what I had. We did not have a top for it, so I put it into one of our paint cans that we use for evidence because they can be sealed shut.
And are
You
all
cook, boy.
three of the drains were poured into one bucket?
Yes.
That's this bucket?
Yes.
And then People's Exhibit 72, what's this?
That is the bucket after all of the water has been put into it.
And that's sealed?
It,
Are you able to tell?
it does not look like it is sealed yet. That was prior to me sealing it.
So aside from the clump of hair, the earring, and the possible gun bullet fragment, did you find any
Crucial.
in any of those things?
No.
What did you do with those 3 items?
All 3 items were tagged and placed in the
I have nothing further at this time.
Got all kind of bills going off now.
Officer Manafo, with regard to, I guess, let's go, to the bullet fragment. You want to look it up? If you want. Sure, okay. Okay. You said that you've had experience as an evidence technician of gathering spent bullets, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you have experience in analyzing spent bullets in terms of whether they've been fired from a gun or?
No.
Okay. In your experience, are you able to look at this bullet fragment and determine its age?
No.
Did it look like it was pretty corroded?
Yeah, it was sitting in water.
Okay. And I would assume that it was sitting in water for a long time, correct?
I don't know that.
Okay. But it wouldn't, if that bullet had been fired from a gun and went into that drain within a month, it wouldn't look like that, would it?
I don't know
That's
that.
speculation.
You don't know?
I don't know that.
Okay. But did it look old to you? Based upon your
It
experience?
looked like it's been sitting in water. I mean, just like any other piece of metal, if it's sitting in water, it's going to be corroded.
Okay. And you don't know how long that would take to get to that state that it was in, correct? No. You said you collect this evidence, and do you know whether or not that bullet was analyzed by any type of, say, Michigan State Police crime lab?
I tagged it, and that is the basis of my evidence tech job.
So you don't know if it was analyzed, you don't know the result of that analyzation?
Correct.
Okay. And if we talk about the clump of hair that was found, do you know whether or not that clump of hair was analyzed by, say, the Michigan State Police?
Do not know.
And you wouldn't know the results of that analyzation, correct?
Correct.
Are you familiar with collecting hair samples?
In which regards depends.
Well, I mean, as an evidence tech, you know.
I've taken hair samples off of something. I've never taken a hair sample out of somebody's head before, so it depends on what we're talking about.
Could you tell whether or not the hair was from an animal or human? You don't have the capacity to do that. Could you tell whether it would have been from a white person or a black person?
I don't know.
From a male or a female?
I don't know that. Wouldn't know.
Okay. Is that something that maybe a lab could determine?
I don't know. I don't work in a lab.
Okay. So I take it that with regard to, well, let me go forward to the hearing. Do you know whether or not that hearing was identified as coming from any particular person?
I do not know.
With respect to all of these three things that you found, and these were pretty much the only three things that you personally found in the search of the drains, correct?
Yes.
And when you went to the apartment, did you look at the tub first?
Welcome
before,
in, boy.
The drains were taken out?
Yes.
And would I be correct in stating that the drain or water drains down from the bathtub didn't have like a stopper or a guard on it?
I do not recall.
May I approach the witness?
Yes.
I'm not going to mark this as an exhibit right now. I'm just doing it to see if it refreshes recollection.
That's also, I'll get you the number for it. That's one of our exhibits. That's already in the response. That's not referenced for the record.
Just for right now, Officer Monaco, I'm just going to show you a picture. I just want you to look at that and tell me if that refreshes your recollection of whether there was a stopper or a cover on the drain.
I do not recall. That picture is not mine, so I don't know if.
I'm just asking you if this refreshes.
I'm with you on that.
Of what the drain looked like when you saw it on January 3rd.
Just for the record, Your Honor, the picture that Mr. Ryan just shown was his exhibit that was previously entered.
Thank you.
Would I be correct in stating that if there was no cover on that drain and somebody was in there with an earring and it happened to fall off, it wouldn't be unusual for that earring to go down the drain, correct?
Correct.
It'd be easy enough to happen by accident, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It wouldn't though.
Would I be correct then that in terms of what you did, you collected this evidence, but you have no information that you can tell us as to whether or not any of this evidence belonged to either Mr. Booker or Ms. Elkins, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions.
Thank you.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Okay, so I want to listen at these whatever he was searching on the internet right quick. Let's see what they talking about. What? The judge is asking if you can hear him. Hold on, let me pull this up. Did y'all hear this fool? That might have been the part we was just listening to, but hold on. Just so disruptive. Oh, let me cover this up right quick. Please smack the thumbs up, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. Join Sleuth Nation membership and become a sleuth for special members emojis, special badges by your name, and sneak peek videos. Join. What's up, sleuths? Please be sure to visit the community daily. YouTube is now asking what's on your mind. The community is now a place that we can have ongoing conversations and is similar to Facebook. You as a subscriber can tap into any conversation on the community. Here you will find a variety of things, even things that's not related to crime. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. What's up, sleuths? Please be sure to visit the community daily. Okay, I'm still pulling this video up, y'all. Give me a second. What this is his talking about his internet searches. Internet search history revealed disturbing details. See what the heck he was doing. Now he want to spaz out. What is that all about, I wonder? No one cares. Where's Ashley? How about that? Tell us where she is.
In the courtroom.
And judge is asking you can hear
The man charged with killing his ex-girlfriend and throwing her remains in a dumpster refuses to attend his own hearing.
We don't care.
Even as Deandre Booker refused to come to court today, we still learned some new evidence in this case.
Yep,
This all
he's
surrounds
still
Booker's
learning.
internet search history. Investigators say he looked up things like what happens to trash after it's picked up. Also, shoot gun through pillow. And can you track location when phone is off? And that's just the beginning. Let's get out to Erica Erickson live for us in the newsroom this Friday
What?
evening with more on those troubling searches. And Erica, for a circumstantial case like this, these searches do not look good for his case.
No.
going
Some
down.
of the disturbing Google searches also included, quote, murder out of rage X. One detective testifying there were more than 100 searches related to the investigation. But first, take a look at how the day didn't start on time and why.
Apparently some threats were made earlier, and that's why he's not in the courtroom right now.
The ex-boyfriend of Ashley Elkins, whose body has never been found, 32-year-old Deandre Booker, refusing to get dressed, delaying the hearing in Roseville Friday, then heard screaming from his jail cell. Booker charged with first-degree murder and lying to police after investigators say the mother of two's cell phone placed her at Booker's apartment.
You want
That's where
attention
police
now.
say they found a bullet fragment, a clump of hair, and blood in his drain, then blood in a nearby dumpster.
It was clear to me that the person putting whatever it was in that dumpster was struggling.
Prosecutors showing surveillance videos of who they believe to be Booker walking and running, sometimes with a shopping cart.
There appeared to be something in the shopping cart that was covered, I think, in a white sheet, if I recall, and possibly something that may have been an arm.
Making multiple trips to the dumpster,
what?
carrying garbage bags. Booker's clothing, they say, matching the person seen here.
Kind of resembled blood, dry blood.
While the defense arguing there's no telling what items were in the shopping cart or tossed in the trash. Detectives adding that Booker's most recent Google search history proves even more disturbing, including more searches like, quote, shoot gun through pillow. Can you track location when phone is off? And, quote, telling God I want to kill someone.
Whoa. Okay. Wait a minute. So this was okay. I see why they saying it was premeditated. He been searching since December of 22. I mean, December 22nd of 2024, before Christmas, telling God I want to unalive someone. 9mm silencer, Roseville. He just might as well just call the cops on himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. He just might as well call and say, come get me. I'm about to do something crazy because we got a blueprint. I mean, he even gave us a motive. Not murder out of rage of X. Are you serious? Shoot gun through pillow. Shotgun through pillow. Can you track location when the phone is off? What happens to the trash after it's picked up? So he searched that on 1-5. So he already put it in there. Can you track locations when the phone is off? So pretty much this is a blueprint of everything. I mean, from when he was thinking about when he started praying to God on the 22nd to 29th, talking about, he prayed and then he went on with the plan. What an idiot. All the way through the second, like when her mother was calling and trying to figure out the police over there, trying to figure out where her daughter at, and all the way into the afternoon. I think that's when they said the police was at her house talking to the mom. This is crazy. Wow. I mean, man. So he dismembered her, and he just said he thought it could be an arm. So did he her when she was asleep? Yeah, that's what it seemed. That's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what crossed my mind. Like, well, did she stay there? I mean, was she there overnight? Or is that just what he was gonna plan on doing? Just firing through a pillow, like that was gonna silence it or something? Like, what are we talking about here? That's messed up. He needs to be under the jail, man. He mutilated this girl. And he told us everything he was thinking in his searches. So he let 3 days go by, 2 days go by before, or 3 before he asked that question. Poor Ashley.
Now, this week, we also heard from Elkins' mother, and Booker wanted to stand for the whole hearing. Prosecutors objected, saying it was an attempt to intimidate witnesses.
Exactly.
This is set to continue next Friday.
What would a person be doing searching those things that had nothing to do with a case like this? Erica, thank you. Scan the QR code on your screen. Check out a full timeline on the disappearance of Ashley Elkins. That includes...
What a freaking idiot. Local 4. That's messed up.
All right. Let me.
But you have no information that you can tell us as to whether or not any of this evidence belonged to either Mr. Booker or Ms. Elkins, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions.
Thank you.
No, you're not.
Thank you, officer.
This thing, Your Honor, people call Detective Moran to the stand.
Say your name for the record, please.
Detective Chris Moran.
You solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give this matter will be the truth, Mr. Elkins?
I do.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to sit. I'm so used to standing. I apologize. Good morning, sir. Please state your name. So you last name for the court.
Detective Chris Moran, Moran, with the Roosevelt Police Department.
How long have you been employed in that capacity?
Just over 20 years.
What's your current assignment within the department?
I'm a detective with the Criminal Investigations Division.
What sort of duties does that entail?
It's primarily a follow-up investigating of criminal complaints.
Were you employed in that capacity in January of this year?
Yes, I was.
On January 7th of 2024, did you have cause to go to the location of 26069 Pinehurst in the city of Roosevelt?
Yes, I had cause to be in that area.
What was the purpose of you being there that day, sir?
To assist with the investigation of a suspicious disappearance.
What specifically did you do upon your arrival?
I made the scene, the area down there, to assist with searching dumpsters for evidence or the missing person themselves.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the second you said.
7th. When you got there, why specifically were you tasked with looking at dumpsters?
The person was missing. There was reason to believe it could be a result of criminal activity, some type of violent assault. This person was absolutely unknown at that point where they may be. So we attempted to locate them. A dumpster could be a plausible place someone involved in criminal activity or assault or death of this person would put them as a means to dispose.
When you got to the scene, describe what you did.
I was initially tasked with the dumpsters in the Eastgate parking lot, which is west of the defendant's apartment complex, and checking numerous dumpsters along the backside of that shopping center there.
Did you notice anything in those dumpsters on the back side of the shopping plaza?
I did not locate anything suspicious or evidentiary value or the victim of any sort.
What did you do next, sir?
I did have a phone conversation with Detective Taylor, who at that time was in the defendant's apartment complex in a shed where the security footage was being reviewed. And he updated me and told me I would no longer need to search the dumpsters. He had viewed the video and ruled out the Eastgate Shopping Center as a potential location where evidence could be or the person missing.
Did that complete your search then for the day?
No, it did not.
What did you do next?
I then responded to that shed where the security system was and had brief conversation with Detective Taylor, and also was viewing the video alongside him of the apartment complex. He was reviewing the previous the date in question.
When you reviewed that video, did it inform your investigation in any way?
Yes. Yes. There was a point where we observed in the overnight hours I believe, I don't have the time here, a male subject in a black coat with a hood with puffy hood, gray, pushing a shopping cart from the direction of the defendant's apartment north through the lot. There appeared to be something in the shopping cart that was covered, I think, in a white sheet, if I recall, and possibly something that may have been an arm. I couldn't say for absolute certain, but appeared to be that way. Wow. He pushed that shopping cart to a parking lot to the north of his complex, where he stopped at a dumpster about midway through that complex with the shopping cart, a dumpster with a side open door where there was lots of movement.
What did you do when you saw that video?
The movement went on for several seconds. It led me to believe that it's possible this person was struggling with something that was difficult to put in that dumpster. It led me to conclude that I should check it for any evidence.
Did you ultimately check that dumpster?
I did.
Let's talk about this. I believe there's a stipulation, Judge, to People's Exhibits. Let's see what this officer is going to be. People's Exhibits 73 through 84, and then 120 through 125. For exam purposes only.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Let's go back to this. I'm going to share the screen for 3 seconds. Let's start off with Exhibit 74. No, hold on. Do a share. Let me do it with the sharing, Judge. Give me just a second. Here we go. All right, here we go. 73. Do you recognize what we're looking at here, sir?
Yes, it appears to be the defendant's apartment complex.
Which direction are we looking here?
It appears to be north.
Do you remember which location or where the defendant's apartment would have been relative to this picture?
I did not visit that apartment directly. I couldn't say with absolute certainty.
Okay, but you...
I knew it was in this approximate area right here.
I understand. Let's go to 74 then. What do we have here at 74?
That is the dumpster that I visited for inspection.
What is it, when you saw this dumpster, what caused you to investigate that specifically?
It was specific to the time and location in question, given all the information we had. The fact that the video, even though it wasn't clear and it was dark, it was clear to me that the person putting whatever it was in that dumpster was struggling, which anyone who's had experience lifting a person, it is difficult if they're limp to move them around. It would take a lot of effort to get them out. It would be difficult, and it's not surprising to see that it took that long, if that in fact what was going on.
I see that there's yellow tape on this dumpster. Who did that?
I did.
When you were investigating the dumpsters in Eastgate, did you take them off in any way?
No.
What was it about this dumpster? What specifically did you observe that made you want to put the yellow tape on this dumpster?
When I looked in and down, I saw what was absolutely certain to me to be blood from my training and experience.
Let's go to 75.
The blood was at the bottom.
Let's go to 75 here. Same dumpster, different angles, is that fair to say?
Yes.
76. What are we looking at here, sir?
The most visible, in my recollection, to the lower left was blood, some of it coagulated, which often happens when the person or animal that's bleeding was in place for a while. And we can believe the person, or whatever it was there previously.
Let's go to 77.
Yeah. Yes, just a different view of the same thing, a pool of blood that's somewhat coagulated.
What?
Why are the placards there, sir?
That would have been placed by an evidence tech. I did not place them.
I see. 78 close up, is that fair to say?
Yes.
79 further close up?
Correct.
And then 80?
Yes, same thing.
Close up, all right, thank you. Now, after you secured the dumpster and it was processed, what did you do next?
I secured the dumpster until I was relieved by Officer Jackson, who continued to secure it. To my knowledge, never left until an evidence tech arrived. And then after that, I was directed to go to Motor City Pawn. Lieutenant Beamer informed me there may be security footage of the suspect passing through that area.
All right. Where, let's do this. Let me show you exhibit 120. If we share the screen. Exhibit 120, what are we looking at here, sir?
That'd be an aerial view, satellite view of the area investigated, including the defendant's apartment, all the way up to Motor City Pawn and a little bit north to Glendale.
All right. Are the pertinent places relevant to this investigation visible on this map?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Is the apartment complex that the defendant resided in present on this map?
Yes, it is.
Where would it be located? Is there any sort of marker that is on this map that can show you where it's located?
I believe where it says Hampton Court, just north of Fraser, would be correct in this more southern point of the photograph.
So bottom right corner where the white roofs of those buildings, is that fair to say?
Yes.
Right. Where then was the dumpster that you taped off and ultimately found that suspected blood in?
It's just north of there in the parking lot. I don't know if you want me to get over and point it.
Well, is there a marker on the map that shows an approximate location to where that is?
Yeah, Huntington Manor marker label is pretty close, just west of that marker.
So just left?
Yeah, just left of it.
And where is Motor City Pawn?
That has a bright red marker in the more northern part, top of the screen.
So top left corner?
Ish, yes.
Did you ultimately make that location, sir?
Yes, I did.
All right. And did you speak with anyone there?
Yes, I spoke with an employee. His name was Todd Sherkup. He was willing to assist me.
Assist you in what way, sir?
Reviewing the video and for me to view and then downloading it at my request.
I'm going to show you how many different videos would you say you saw, sir?
I believe 3, if my recollection is correct, from 3 different cameras.
I'll show you exhibit 121. Make the screen shut down soon, I promise. That's something we used to do. 121. Where are those cameras located, if you can recall?
To the best of my recollection, this would be the south side. It would be in the corner of that angled, I guess, southeast corner of the building.
Southeast corner of the building where there's sort of an indentation?
Yes.
90-degree indentation?
Yes, that would be a good way to describe it.
That's one camera. You said you viewed 3. Where are the other 2?
The best I can recall, the other one is in the western peak, I think close to that western peak or maybe just down from it.
What street is that?
That's Gratiot, northbound side.
And so the one is, the one camera is on that obtuse angle of the building, is that?
Yeah, it would be somewhere in that area.
To run parallel with Gratiot? Is that what you're saying?
Somewhat.
See, this is the kind of information you have when they know the exact dates and people don't stall to report you missing and all of that kind of stuff. And also, this is what it looked like when it's not a cover-up. Because it ain't no reason why they shouldn't have all this camera footage for Jelani Day. Just things going through my head on cases that I've covered before.
Angle there, but yes.
And then where was the third one?
The next one, if I recall, was just a little bit north on the building, and it looks more pretty parallel to Gratiot, its view.
North being the top of the building, top of this map?
Yes.
Now let's watch exhibit 122. All right, this is 122, sir. Which one of those 3 camera angles are we looking at here?
This is definitely going to be the one that's the south side building and indentation area.
Looking back towards those parking lots?
Yes.
Let's watch here.
So I'm looking at the date. It says 1/3. Wait, I can see you before I stopped it.
Before we go, does this have a timestamp on it?
Okay.
Timestamped 5:05 a.m.
Were you able to determine if the timestamp on the building was accurate, on the surveillance building cameras were accurate?
I can't recall on that specific.
Okay.
On the 3rd of January.
What do we see here? I'm going to pause the video at 5:05:12. What do we see here, sir?
We see appears to be a male subject running west through the parking lot, dressed in a black coat with a similar gray hooded border, a similar build to the subject we saw in the original pushing the shopping cart earlier.
Coming back to let's end. Now let's do.
He out dumping the body while they at his house. That's probably
3.
On the 3rd.
123 is just that screenshot that we just looked at. Is that fair?
Yes.
5:05:12.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And 123.
He out dumping bodies and vehicles.
I'm sorry, 124 now. Which camera angle is this on 124?
That appears to be the one that's right around the corner on the west side of the building, the more southern one.
And what street are we looking at?
That is northbound Gratiot.
Right. Again, the timestamp on this?
5:05 a.m. and 40 seconds when it started, I think.
What do we see on that?
That's a subject matching the description of the subject we just saw on the south side of the building. Here he rounded the corner and continued north.
They got this food everywhere.
Is it 125?
Everywhere but where we walk. to figure out where she at. In pieces is what it's looking at.
What are we looking at here on 125, sir?
That is the camera that's a little further north, actually close to the northwest corner of the building, facing north. That's northbound Gratiot on the left side and the north side parking lot of Motor City Pond in view to the right.
Timestamp on this?
Be 5:05 and 45 seconds.
They got different angles.
What do we see here, sir?
That's the subject that can be seen in the first camera and the second camera. It appears to match the description only seconds later, after the first two captured him, heading north into the darkness.
Now, sir, after you received those video clips from the pawn shop, do you have any other involvement in this investigation?
Yes.
What specifically do you do, sir?
I was tasked with reviewing the cell phone download from the defendant's phone.
How do you do that, sir?
It is downloaded into a program, Celebrite program. It was downloaded by the Secret Service and turned over to us for review.
And how do you begin that investigation or that analysis, if you will?
You plug in the thumb drive, you access the icon, it loads up like any other program, and it lists off in a similar fashion to most Windows programs, listing off text message option, photographs, Google searches, for example, amongst many other things.
All right, let's talk about that. I'm going to show you Exhibit 81. Exhibit 81, sir, what are we looking at?
That was a screenshot taken, located on the defendant's phone.
It reflects, what's reflected on that?
His name at the top, appears the registered name involved in that, personal info, his email, his phone number, and his address.
In addition to photos that you saw on the data from the cell phone, what else did you observe? You said there was another thing?
Google searches were a big part of it, text messages, to and from phone calls and duration to who and when.
Let's talk about the Google searches. Did you go through those Google searches?
Yes, I did.
All right. How many would you say there were?
Arguably in well over 100. At least 100, I think, is best visual I can give you here.
Well, let me ask you this, sir. If I showed you what's people will move for admission of, I think I don't know if I moved for admission, I'm sorry, of all of those in the beginning tonight? Yes. Okay, thank you. All of them. The ones that Robbie and I stipulated to. 73 through 84, the other 23. Yes. All right, sure. I'm going to show you what's been entered as People's Exhibit 82. Do you recognize what these are, sir?
Yeah, these are printouts from the extraction reports from the Celebrite program of the defendant's phone.
And those are Google searches specifically?
Some of them, yes.
See, there's more than 100. There's probably thousands.
Yes, and it's stipulated in my report that the ones I noted in here seem to be, at the time, based on our knowledge, the most relevant to the investigation.
I understand. And there is, I'm going to show you 82A. Do you recognize what that is?
This is a printout of many of the searches, time and date stamps.
And Judge, I know they've been admitted, 82 and 82A have been admitted already, just so the record is clear. 82 is the exhibit. 82A is under 1006, a summary of voluminous documents. And I'll publish that to the court rather than everything else. The court doesn't mind. Thank you. 82A. Thank you. I'm going to put some of these on the screen here from 82A, sir. Why did you specifically choose these searches?
Based on the information we had of what could have happened at the time, these appear the most relevant. Some searches
Set by the
had
guy.
no bearing on the investigation based on the knowledge I had at that time.
Ooh,
So at 12:22 on December 22nd at 12:35:31 p.m. Before we get to that, actually, what is UTC plus 0?
Or to get that off the screen.
what was he mad about? Murder out of rage. What? Did he find out about the other guy? I mean, y'all was broke up, allegedly.
We have a different name on there now.
You ain't got to worry about that no more. All you got to worry about is love and them. That's his it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, for this exhibit, you can move it down to here, but other exhibits, they'll have to be get rid of. We can proceed.
All right, so guys coming in.
Yeah, I can try to do it a different way here. Let me try this. Maybe if I just share it like this, it'll be a little smaller, but.
You may proceed what we're doing.
All right, let me ask you this, sir. What is UTC plus 0? What does that mean?
It's universal time. I think it's a global timestamp that doesn't account for time zones.
Do you know what our time zone is relative to UTC?
I believe it's 4 hours difference. I can't. This was discussed earlier.
I know what you guess.
I don't want to tell you exactly. It was discussed earlier, but I can't recall.
So if it's UTC plus 0, is that telling us that that's actually the UTC time and not?
Yes.
Okay. So let's talk first about the 12:22 and 12:35 p.m. UTC time. What was it about that search that caused your suspicion arrest?
He, quote, searched, telling God I want to kill someone. I felt that was very relevant.
And now we have 3 of them on 12:29 at 4:22. Why were those important to you?
9mm silencer, Roseville, 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan, 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan. That would be very relevant. Silencer is a tool that is commonly used to, baffle the sound of a firearm.
Bob, would you let Mr. Hirschman come through, please?
Silencers is a accessory that would be fixed on the muzzle of a firearm that baffles the sound. So if you were intending to commit a crime and you did not want as many witnesses to potentially hear the gunshot, a silencer would be an appropriate tool.
Later that day, a couple hours later, 12:29 and 6:34, why that one?
Murder out of rage X. I did know the victim was an ex-girlfriend. That felt relevant to me.
Right now, on January 2nd, at what is 12:48 UTC time, what are 2 searches there?
Shotgun through pillow. It is speculated by me that shotgun, it could have been a typo on his part and he was repeating it or not. But to put a gun up against a pillow, people have done that in effort to muffle the noise, similar to what a silencer would do.
Do you know what day Miss Elkins went missing or was last seen?
This was reported on the 4th. I believe it was a few days prior that she was last seen.
And now Later that day on the 2nd, 6:11 UTC time, what is that one?
Asking, can you track a location when a phone is off? Someone committing a crime who had their phone on them might be concerned that the police could prove where they were at the crime scene, even though their phone may be off. People may be concerned about that.
And the last one here on this small selection, excuse me, on 1-5, why did you, at 6:31 UTC time, why did you choose that?
What happens to the trash after it's picked up? I found that very relevant because the dumpster, I found blood in that dumpster. So if he had placed the victim in the dumpster, he would definitely be very concerned as to where the dumpster, the trash would go with the body.
All right. I'm going to show you now. You turned over all of those. You created a report about all of the searches that you saw.
Yes.
And that was placed into the Roseville Police Department's overall report for this case.
Yes.
You said earlier that you looked at some screenshots and photos. Do you recognize 84?
Yes.
What is this?
This looks like a location search. Time from pickup spot to where he intended to go.
From?
If he had been attempting to travel. So it looks like up here from Glendale Street, we're in the approximate area close to Motor City Pond. If I was to look at that map like that blue dot would represent that area.
And do you know, is this from an app or is this from some sort of, from something like that?
If I recall, it was appeared to be, I think, an Uber app, like a taxi type app.
Was there any Uber accounts in that phone that you can recall?
Yes, I recall that there was an Uber account.
I'm going to show you People's 83. Do you recognize that, sir?
Yes.
What is that document specifically?
It looks like a membership card with an account ID.
But I'm sorry, what?
Source Uber.
I appreciate that. I asked a terrible question. You answered it correctly. My better question for you, though, is where does that document come from?
That came from an extraction report from the defendant's phone.
So this is an extraction report for accounts that are in the phone?
Yes.
And what is the account type that this extraction report?
Under the source,
yes.
It says Uber.
And what is the name of the account on the defendant's phone for Uber?
It says Devon Banks.
After you completed your analysis of the phone dump, did you have any further involvement in this investigation?
Yes, I did.
What else did you do?
Actually, I probably have to move way ahead here. I had the conversation with a preacher out of California.
I understand. Okay, let me ask it this way. Did you have anything more to do with the defendant or the scene at Pinehurst after this?
No.
Thank you, Judge. No further questions. I'll approach for 83. Just leave it together. Thank you.
Prior to my start across the finish, we take a quick break.
All right, we'll take a 10-minute break.
So you want to take a break? You had to go potty, I guess. So what do y'all think so far? I mean, they got dude. They got him. This is all circumstantial, but I mean, because they didn't see him do it. They didn't see anything, but everything says that he unalived her. And then they're saying that he went to her apartment. Like, what? I'm right here. It says, hold on. So Booker is charged with first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, disinterment, I'm probably saying that wrong, mutilation, defacement, and carrying away a human body and lying to the police. And it says police later learned that Booker was at Elkins' home. Police later learned Booker was at Elkins' home. When they searched it, they found that coat that he had on. So they said when they searched it, they found a dark coat with a fur hood that had a faded area on it that resembled the dried blood, Taylor said. This was the coat the person in the dumpster video was wearing, along with black shoes with white bottoms and a black hat, both which were found at Booker's ex-girlfriend's house. And they said she was last seen in a black coat, I think with fur and some leggings. Did he have on her coat? I don't know. But that is what I'm reading here. Welcome in, sweetie. Oh, you still been here? Oh, they got a lot of videos. He's cooked all the way. Yes, he is. He is going down. This is some good circumstantial evidence. He's stupid. Everything is recorded. He searched everything at the time, probably. I mean, premeditated. That's why they said that. Clearly. Before Christmas. I bet you, I wonder if he found out about the other guy. If he was stalking her, maybe he did. But it still ain't no excuse. I mean, she wasn't married to this dude and wasn't even with him no more.
Tell you a specific dumpster to go to those apartment complexes?
No, not at that time. He just said, I've ruled out Eastgate Center, and I took that as to what he said and just decided to meet up with him and talk with him further about it.
Okay, and that's when you started viewing some videos. These are surveillance videos from the apartment complexes running along Pinehurst.
Yeah, yes, the defendant's parking apartment complex. He was already in the process of reviewing. I just walked in and started to watch what he was already looking at.
Okay. And I would be correct in stating that there's, from Fraser Road going north on Pinehurst, there's 3 separate apartment complexes, correct? The southernmost would be the apartment complex that Mr. Booker lived in.
Yes.
The courts, correct?
Yes.
And then there was another complex, very similar in construction, just north of that complex, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a third complex to the furthest north of Fraser.
Yes.
All behind the Eastgate shopping center.
Correct.
Okay. I know that. Yeah, I don't know if we put this would be the aerial picture of the general location of the apartment complexes.
That's going to be 120.
Extra crispy. Stupid. I mean, what was he
I
thinking?
might stand up because it'll be easier for me instead
All
of
them
sitting,
cameras.
down and standing up. I just kind of wanted to get the lay of the land here. So I would be correct in stating that the apartment complex that Mr. Booker lived in is here. That's our report on this.
Yes.
Map. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you don't know specifically which building was Mr. Booker's apartment?
I don't recall. I never went there.
Okay. And then there's this other complex right here with, I'm going to say they're bluish or grayish roofs.
Yes.
Okay, that's a separate complex, correct?
Yes.
And then there's a third complex which does have separate buildings, but they're more all in a row.
Yes.
Right? And those are called Huntington Manor.
Yes.
Did you check any dumpsters that were in the Hampton Court parking lot?
No, I did not.
Would I be correct in stating that there's also just north of this second set of apartment complexes, that there's a little shed and a dumpster there?
Yes, there's a shed there. I can believe there's a dumpster there.
Did you check that dumpster?
No.
So you checked the dumpster that was somewhere out here, is that correct?
Yes, it's in the pretty close to where that Huntington Manor decal is.
Decal.
It's just west of that, somewhere right around there.
Would that be correct? There's some kind of a building there, a little shed or something, and it's behind, the dumpster was behind there?
I think so. Yes, I do recall a shed.
Okay. Did you, based on your review of those videos, you just went to that dumpster farthest to the north by the Huntington Manor to check that dumpster, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I think the reason you went there is because of this video that showed somebody in pushing a shopping cart. We saw a couple of frames of that, right? With
yes,
some kind of
something in it.
And you said that you could view on the video that the person was struggling to put something in that dumpster.
Yes, there was movement, but you could not see exactly what. It was too dark.
Could you show me in one of these videos what it is that you saw? You point out the exact video where you say he was struggling to put something into his dumpster.
That was not shown here today.
One, I know that we have that.
You want to forget, I have Taylor coming up next to do those videos, but.
Which video is it?
It'll be exhibit 104 with the next witness, but if Mr. Lang wants it now.
If we could put it up now, and if I don't know if you need a second to review it.
I think it's a 14-minute long video.
Okay. Let me continue and maybe recall him.
Yes, that's right.
That's a better way to proceed. In these videos that you reviewed, you said that the person pushing the shopping cart and taking things out of the shopping cart had a dark coat on.
Yes.
And some kind of a hat.
Yes.
Okay. Could you tell by those videos whether this person was white or black?
No.
Would the same be true of the videos from Motor City Pawn?
It's difficult to say. Their race.
Okay, so you could not tell in any of those videos whether the person in the pushing the shopping cart at the dumpster or walking along Gratiot by Motor City Pawn was white or black, correct?
I could not say with certainty.
Okay. And in those videos, you could not actually identify the person as Deandre Booker, correct?
No.
You just took that, I guess, when you were initially watching them and went to the dumpster as something suspicious that you wanted to check out.
That would be correct.
And you thought it might be related to the missing person report.
Yes, that's correct.
You also mentioned, and again, maybe we'll have to, I'm going to call you about this. You said that you saw the person lifting something heavy as to why they were struggling, correct?
That would just be a conclusion I came to based on what I saw they were doing.
Okay. Well, you mentioned that, it's hard to lift a body that might be, sleeping, unconscious, et cetera.
Correct.
That they might be heavy.
Correct.
The same could be true about any other type of object, like a desk, a love seat, a chair, correct?
It could be. It could be easier. It could be just as hard. That totally depends on what you're lifting, what angle, what weight, your strength.
So you don't know what the object was. You were just assuming it was a body based on the nature of the complaint you were investigating.
It would suggest, but I could not tell you what it was.
Could you tell whether the object that this person was struggling with was covered in something.
If I recall, it was a white cover. I saw white, something what appeared to be a white cover, white in color, something white in a cart.
Would I be correct that these videos don't give a lot of detail as to color? For instance, that if it's something lighter, it might show up lighter, but you couldn't tell if it was, say, a pink or a bright blue or.
That's possible.
When you went to this dumpster in the Huntington Manor apartment complex, when you first searched it, was it at night or during the day?
During the day.
This was sometime on January 7th?
Yes, it was in the afternoon.
Now, you saw the pictures and blood was in the bottom of the dumpster.
Yes.
Was the dumpster full of other garbage at that time, or was it nearly empty?
Nearly empty.
Okay. Do you know whether or not that dumpster was recently, emptied by the waste management company that owns the dumpster?
I was made aware by other detectives that it had been, but I had not looked at the documents or spoke with anyone from the waste management company myself.
At that time?
At that time.
Do you know that now?
Yes, I knew that after the fact. It was discussed after my time at the dumpster blocking it.
Okay. And would I be correct in stating that that dumpster may have been emptied into a landfill on January 4th?
It's possible.
You don't know that?
I don't know.
Okay. And you know the company that that dumpster belonged to?
I didn't handle that part of the investigation. It was just cursory conversations to be generally up to speed as the bigger picture, but I have no specifics.
That's fair enough. That would be for somebody else too.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when you saw this blood, I take it you wanted to photograph it?
I wanted it photographed by an evidence tech.
Yeah, okay. Could you tell how much blood was in the dumpster?
By milliliters? No, I couldn't give you a measurement.
And in terms of size, it's kind of on and off. I see that it's a little bit on a piece of styrofoam, correct?
I believe so.
You want that picture? Which one do you want? 79?
I don't know which number you have it as, but
I think 78, if that's not the one you want.
Again, I don't know what number you have, but I can see some for you too. It's
already up.
Yes, this is the same one.
Oh. So,
Indicated 78.
This is 78, yes.
So there's some blood on, looks like a piece of styrofoam, is that correct?
Yeah, that looks like styrofoam. I think so.
And also some tin foil, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then below, I'm assuming that's below the tin foil, the rest of the blood, kind of laying in the bottom of the dumpster, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And in terms of just the area that blood, particularly say right there on the bottom of the dumpster, that is what, about, say, the size of my pad here, 8 by 11, something like that?
At least half of it, if not most of it, roughly.
And was the blood dry or wet?
It appeared more wet, but some of it appeared dry, to a coagulated and dry.
Okay.
I mean, just at a glance without getting extremely close and interfering with the scene.
And you couldn't tell if it was wet, whether it was because it was fresh or that there were other liquids mixed in with it?
Yeah, there's no way that I could tell.
Okay. So you wouldn't be able to comment as to how long that blood was in the bottom of that dumpster?
No, and I don't have training or expertise in that matter either.
I'm assuming that blood was at some point in time swabbed and analyzed by Michigan State Police, correct?
Yes, I was told it was.
I would be correct in stating that on all of these videos that you saw with regard to the apartment complexes and Motor City Pawn, that there's not any video that actually shows the face of the suspect.
That would be correct as far as to my knowledge.
You certainly didn't see
I did not.
in any of those videos, correct?
Correct.
Now, with regard to the phone, I take it you don't do the extraction of the phone. That's done by somebody else.
Yes, that's done by somebody else.
And then you just receive the, I guess, massive amount of information that's on somebody's phone.
Yes, I receive it through a Celebrate program that it downloads into for the user to review.
Right. And so that has basically everything that is saved and even deleted.
It can save what's deleted as well as saved. I can't guarantee you that every bit of data that would be for more of an expert in the cell phone made it onto the Cellbrite program, but that is the general function of it.
Right. Okay. So obviously there's phone calls, text messages.
Correct.
Google searches.
Yes.
Photographs. Somebody has photographs on their phone, correct?
Correct.
Videos, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. And do you know what type of phone this was that all of this information was from?
If I recall, it was an iPhone.
Do you know the color or the maker of it, such as, you know, if it was black, if it was a Motorola?
It wouldn't be a Motorola if it was an iPhone. I don't recall the color at this time.
Okay. And the one screen that showed, I guess, the information about identifying whose phone it was that we saw on the screen, I believe it might have been the exhibit 81. Okay, good. Put that up on there for a second. Is this screenshot of what was on that phone something that is on every phone?
I can just tell you, well, personal info is typically on the phone. I can just tell you that is a screenshot of personal info.
Okay. And that may be entered by somebody, or it might be blank, correct?
It was entered by somebody.
Okay. I would assume that a lot of people put that information into their phone to identify it if it gets lost, correct?
Yes, or if that is personal info to an account, like an Uber, that could be a screenshot of that. I can't tell you exactly what that screenshot is from.
I see a telephone number on there. Is that the telephone number of this particular phone that you downloaded?
I don't have the cell phone number memorized. I could review my report here to see if there's no mention. I have just the Apple iPhone number 26, evidence tag number 26, that was recovered from the defendant.
Okay, so you believe that was the phone that Mr. Booker had on him when he was arrested?
Yes, I was the one who asked him at the point of arrest, right around that time, as I took the phone from his pocket, "Is this your phone?" And he said yes. It was during the pat down.
So that's the phone that you're getting all of this information?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I believe exhibit number 82 was a huge, voluminous exhibit that has all the Google inquiries that were on that phone, correct?
82, is that the summary or the entire? I don't recall.
The entire.
The entire?
If you said there's obviously hundreds and hundreds of Google searches.
Just to be clear, this is a selection. We only did a select number for the time frame. I thought I made that clear. It's not all the Google searches in the entire phone, because that's even more voluminous than what we have here. It's a small selection from a specific time frame. Just to be clear.
Do you know what the time frame of that voluminous amount of Google searches?
I would have to.
I'm just guessing based on the report I have that may have been from December 13th.
I can actually answer that question quickly. I have actually highlighted the luminous list in my report. It appears this is between December 22nd, 2024 and January 5th, 2025 are the messages that were in that condensed list.
Just for the record, Exhibit 82A shows internet search items. The dates are from December 15, 2020 to January 6, 2025. So what are you looking at?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was looking at some highlighted ones that had been discussed. And I actually did not review that list specifically.
Judge, A2 is in. So A2 it begins on 12/13 of 24 and it goes through January 8th of 25.
Yeah, that's right.
Sorry for confusion.
No, I just wanted to make sure that we're talking about the same thing.
Yep.
Okay. And obviously, out of every Google search there from December 13th to January 8th, 2025, you picked out what you thought were relevant to your investigation, correct?
Yes.
All right. Something that seemed somewhat, suspicious. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you mentioned some of these being things about silencers, et cetera, right?
Correct.
Okay. You do know that Mr. Booker did own a 9mm gun, correct?
Yes, I was made aware of that.
Found in his apartment upon the search warrant.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
And of course, the things that were summarized in the Exhibit 82A are basically based on your picking and choosing what you thought was relevant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I'd be correct in saying that people may Google search a lot of things that particularly say about crime. That doesn't mean they're committing crimes, correct?
Yes, you can do a Google search about things.
Just for the sake of argument, I think if you download my girlfriend's phone, who is an obsessive watcher of a bunch of these, crime shows, and Google's things that wouldn't necessarily make her a criminal.
That alone would not.
And for instance, this one search that you mentioned about, I think it was called, I'm trying to find it here, something, God, tell me how to kill somebody, or God, I want to kill somebody, correct? Something like that.
Yes.
Exactly.
I can recite it verbatim if you want.
Sure.
Telling God I want to kill someone.
And I assume you actually tracked that down and found out that this was something that was on some type of podcast, correct?
Yes, there was a website he visited that had a discussion. I would assume he came back to him as a result of the Google search.
Right. And you wouldn't know where Mr. Booker, got that information from as to where to look that up. Like maybe somebody telling him, hey, check this out.
That is possible.
Right. I mean, I get text messages all the time from my friends that say, "Hey, check this out on YouTube or whatever."
It's possible.
And in fact, you actually followed up on that message, and I got a copy of it through Discovery, and it was basically a joke, correct?
That's what the preacher I spoke with said. It was not serious.
Yeah, it was made kind of in jest. The talking about the preacher kind of saying, you know, here's me telling God I want to kill somebody, but it's basically I'm venting my frustration with society, and it's anybody who listens to it would know that it's satire and meant to be funny.
Yeah, that is what he told me it was about.
Yeah, and that's
the context.
And that's what Google, correct?
Yes, he Googled telling God I want to kill someone. If that is in fact the search that's linked, this website came back. One would conclude then he clicked on that link and discovered what that website was about, and I have no idea if he realized it was a joke and stopped or what.
I have no further questions for this witness at this time. I would, you know, maybe want to, not that I'm going to, but maybe subject him to being recalled once we get into the actual videos that you read.
Very well. No objection to that. Questions? Just very briefly, how does something get into someone's Google searches?
How does something
get into that Google search?
They have to type it in.
So they have to think about it?
They have to make the thought and type it in.
So they have to think about it beforehand?
Yes.
Make a conscious choice to type it into Google?
Yes.
And then get the results right?
That is correct.
So anything that was Googled was thought of?
It had to be, yes.
Thank you. No further questions.
No further questions.
Okay.
Judge, we have Officer Taylor. It's 1:45. He's going to be a long witness. I don't know if we'll have to take lunch now. And then how many witnesses do you have after that? One, we have Taylor and Les Brants today, Judge.
Taylor and who? So yeah, I think they have a really solid case on him. This is a great circumstantial evidence case, and he will not get off. I think that he was being arrogant and full of himself when he was standing up. Like he just knew that he was gonna get off or something. I don't know. I felt like it was something to him wanting to stand. And I'm shocked that they even let him do that. And what I was trying to do, I had just ran across a picture or a video of Ashley and her kid's father. So I'm about to put that in here. But he was very bold to go to her apartment. How did he know that it wasn't nobody there at her apartment? How did he know wasn't nobody gonna walk into her apartment? So that's just something that I was reading, not that I heard them say that there. So, but what I'm thinking is, was that her coat that he was wearing? Because they said she had on a black coat with what the heck? She had on a black coat with hood. I mean, a black coat with fur around the hood. He very well could have been wearing her coat. Because why was it put at her place? And why is this not going in? Quit playing with me. God, leave. What the heck? Ain't no reason for that to reject it 3 times. But hold on, y'all. Okay. There's a picture of him. So I'm sitting up here recording it. I forgot to turn down the volume on there. But that's a picture that he posted. And that was weeks ago, though. Wait, let me see if I can go back to it. Comments disabled. What are we talking about here, sir? When I was just reading comments. But hold on. I'm trying to go back to it because, of course, it disappeared. But I wasn't looking for him. I just happened to run across this. He said, I'm so crushed after hearing the news yesterday. We miss and love you, Ashley. I don't I don't wish our kids like I wish our kids can have you back. They don't deserve this shit. And then I know that he was out there. We heard the mother saying that he was out there helping them look and all of that stuff. And I remember when Mark D went out there because Mark D actually showed up the day that they were out there searching the dumpsters and stuff. And I actually went live about it because they had the dogs walking around and Mark D he was like, I ain't following them all around the complex. But I remember the mother was really upset because she found out that way and she was mad that Mark D didn't call her. But he was like, I go live so people would know what's going on or whatever. He just happened to pull up on it or something. But yeah, pretty much that's how I feel. He's going down. This is a great circumstantial evidence case, and I've talked about it before. I sat in on a circumstantial evidence case, and I guess it did have as much stuff. I didn't see all the evidence, but definitely the phone calls got dude caught up. Just the fact that he called her so many times before he unalived her, and then I'm talking about my cousin now. Just called so many times prior, and then after he didn't call not one time. And that make me think about Naziah too. If y'all when they said basically there was no cause between Jarvis and Naziah after she went missing because he knew what it was. Did nobody call her after she went missing? I don't even know. I wonder if her grandmother even called her. But as far as this case though, dude is going down. It ain't no question about it. I feel like he was trying to be funny when he wanted to stand there. He's standing there. He actually ended up sitting down, but it's the smirk on his face that really got me. And I'm wondering who is this person that they showed in the parking lot. It's a woman walking. It's a woman walking. I don't know who that is. But let me see if they got something in closing. Because they did a pretty good job of putting this information out that we was just looking at. See if I missed. I mean, we are gonna miss some things because I can't stream the whole thing. Let me look at something. I got a feeling that was her coat. I mean, not because they said it, but because it was found at her house, and I know that that's what they. Hold on. So he had a dark coat, black pants with holes, black white bottoms. Shoot, I need to go eat while I'm playing. So that blood was identified as Ashley's too. Let me see. I don't think we heard that part here. So he abandoned her car on 13 Mile and Little Mac. I remember hearing that street in Roseville. Dude was busy at her apartment, dumping her car. How did they miss her? That's the messed up part. You know, they'll never find her because it just sounds like she's in pieces. I wanted to see what that word meant. What is it called? Interment. Let me see. But anyway, that word that I wasn't sure that they were saying with mutilation, interment, and it means the burial of a corpse in a grave or tomb. So it says, while burial and interment are often used interchangeable, interment is a broader term that encompasses the placement of both bodies and cremated remains in the final resting place. Welcome in, Talonda. How you doing? Yeah, so I just wanted to see what that word meant because I did not know, because they was using it alongside with dismembered. So they ain't gonna never find their body is what it's looking like. And I wonder if the family had a memorial or anything, or if they'll do it later. I mean, because that's how they will have to do it. And you know what? He could have planned. Well, no, it was the first and all that. So garbage wouldn't have been dumped. Well, at least not on it. It would have been days after. I'm just curious. Where is she? This is so unsettling. And I'm still trying to find what does she have on. Oh, this interment. So this interment is like exhuming a body. Like it's it is an act of removing a body from a grave or tomb. It involves digging up the remains from their place or burial. So disinterment is the opposite of interment, burial. So it can be done for various reasons, such as relocating the body to another burial. Okay, I get it now. Because he said it was a body, it was coagulated blood in the bottom of a dumpster that indicated that her body was there, and he moved it. That's what he was saying. So that's why he got charged with that. So it says it can be done it can be done for various reasons, such as relocating the body of another burial site, forensic investigation, or for religious or cultural reasons. The process often involves obtaining permits and following specific legal procedures. Well, we ain't talking about all that because he unalive. But what the heck? What? That's weird. You would have thought that he would have needed help with that. I don't know. I don't even know if they know. I mean, we ain't heard everything though, but I gotta get out of here though. I'm good, and you? I'm doing good. I was just really into this case. It's very it's a lot going on with it. And this dude had the nerve to be acting a fool in there, not wanting to come out, screaming and hollering. And for what? He was so calm, cool, and collected before though. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here before I regret it in the next few minutes. But we'll probably be back tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow because I want to finish this, and I'll set up a live stream. As a matter of fact, when I end this one, the judge shut him down. Exactly, because he was acting a fool. Shut him up. Mute him. Thank you, Wordsmith, for hanging out. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, too. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me play a couple commercials. Maybe I ain't talking enough. Oh, let's play this. If you in the Detroit area, September 6th, 2025, from 12 p to 5 p.m., they will be celebrating or giving them their crowns, is what Miss Heard calls it, for London Thomas, Kimani Latique, Janiah McMichael, and Naziah. So if y'all are free that day, check it out, screenshot it, take a picture, whatever, and show up. It'll be held in Detroit.
Thank you for sharing me. Thank you for sharing me. Thank you for sharing me. For sharing me. For sharing me. For sharing me. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, and what BFF said. Thank you to everyone for tuning in with Miss V, MTGV Crime Podcast. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace and love, y'all. We out. We out quick.